and I brewed some beans, put on my boots and my faded jeans, bent down once and the silence broke.
Surrey boat
Sounded
has
like a tuba
arrived.
with a sinus stroke. It's that old dirty backdoor trumpet, plays a tune.
Flamingo 5756 has arrived.
A low brass solo in the wind's command, unplanned jazz from the promised land. A gentleman never names the sound, but sometimes thunder comes from the ground. A creaky floorboard, a rubber shoe. You can blame the dog, but they all knew that old dirty backdoor trumpet ain't in tune, but sure can't dump it. You play it proud or you walk in shame, but either way it stakes its claim. It's the kind of horn you don't display, just lets one rip and walks away. No sheet music, no polite refrain, just a haunted honk on a midnight train.
Jarvis posts ready.
It follows me through Sunday mass.
Jarvis
Creeps
ninja
on
ready.
out in geometry class. And when I'm leaning near the stoop, that trumpet plays a note or two. Yes, that old dirty backdoor trumpet might not shine, but you can't trump it. It's got more soul than a slide trombone, and it plays best when you're all alone.
Flamingo's here. YouTube's working. YouTube's working.
Oldman Fallout has arrived.
Twitch is working. Nick is working. Obito's here on TikTok. Minko says, how's it going? It's going great. Glad to have you here. Thanks for showing up. Although I'm very sad. It looks like TikTok is not working again. How do we make it work? Jarvis Meta ready.
Saint has arrived.
Gang, I hope you're all doing great. We are about to start. I need probably another minute or two and we'll be ready.
I was fine before the band began, sitting straight with my gloves and my plan. But then that sax, it took a breath.
Thank you,
Honey,
Obito.
I danced myself to death. Oh, the saxophone made me do it, slipped me a line and I blew it.
Glowbug,
One
really?
little note and I lost
just
my
subscribed
grace,
for
spilled my
3
drink
months on
and kissed
Twitch.
his face.
Glowbug, thank you so much.
I never meant to
Wow, what a way to
climb
kick
on
off the
stage
stream.
or swing my hips like I was in a cage.
Thank you.
But when that brass began to moan, I wasn't me, I was jazz prone. Yes, the saxophone made me do it, tore up my heart and chewed through it. Played low and slow till my seams came loose, and I said yes to gin and no to truce. He hit that run, I hit the floor. He held that bend, I begged for more. By the time the chorus bent and broke, I'd
Use
slept,
his
reached and
accent.
stole his clothes. Saxophone made me do it, I swear on every reed and bit. It wasn't sin, it was sabotage. That horn's a hex and camouflage. So if you find me in the pale sunrise, lipstick
Zaint,
smeared
welcome,
and
Zaint.
bloodshot eyes. Don't judge too hard, don't start a riot.
Thank you for the likes.
Just blame the man who wouldn't play
Globug 1965 has arrived.
quiet. The saxophone made me do it, let it wail and I'll undo it. No spells as sweet, no curse so true as the one in brass that blew me through.
Okay, I think we're good to go. Jarvis music ready. Jarvis game ready. Jarvis I'm ready. Oh, not quite if my picture's not there. Jarvis camera left. Okay. Thanks, Jarvis. You're listening. It's great. Oh, goodness. Okay, gang. So here's our trick. Here's
Sir
our
Puffington
trick.
has arrived.
Welcome, Sir Puffington. This is the trick, gang. I can't get TikTok to show up on my multi-view of like all the chat entries. So if you're on TikTok, you can watch, you can make comments, but they won't show up on screen on the video overlay. At least I can't get them to show up right now. I have decided to just put TikTok off on a second browser window, so I can still see you guys if you're posting comments, and I'll try to respond to you as I'm playing. For the rest of you guys, for Kick and for TikTok, or not TikTok, for Kick, Twitch, and YouTube, you guys, I can see your comments just fine. You're overlaid on my screen. It's going to be great. Okay, so that's good news. There is one other thing. Let's grab this and push this off to the side too, if we can. Okay, is that good? It's not good. It's not good. Fix it. All right, let's see here. Obito has done a couple things, it looks like, on TikTok. Thank you so much, Obito. And then we've got a couple other people who have joined. M&M's is here. Welcome, welcome, M&M's. Okay, I can see you guys. I can see you guys. Obito says, what's up? Welcome, welcome, Obito. And then let's see on the regular comments, what do we have? We have me doing a bunch of tests. We have Flamingo saying, how's your day going? It's going great. Thank you, Flamingo. I hope you're doing great too. Zank says, what's up, Chooms? Zank is addicted to Cyberpunk now. Welcome, welcome, Zank. Flamingo says, woo! Glowbug says, hey, old man, Fallout. And then says, you're welcome about the subscription. It's been 3 months since I've been here. What? It's been 3 months since you've been here. You don't mean 3 months since you've been in my streams. You mean you've been watching for 3 months or something like that, right? You've been around a bunch, I think. I think I've seen you a bunch, Glowbug. Maybe I'm seeing you a bunch in other people's streams and just thinking it's mine. Glowbug says yes. Okay. Flamingo says, technical troubles? Yes. So many technical troubles right now. I don't care. We're plowing forward, but there are troubles. Oh, and there's a bunch of stuff to tell you about the game, which could cause it to crash right in front of me as we start. So let's get into the game and I'll tell you about it. This is Cherry in Fallout 4, and Cherry has been in Nuka World. As you guys know, we were in the Kitty Kingdom and the Galactic Zone. We are not going, when this starts up, we will not be in the Kitty Kingdom or the Galactic Zone or even Nuka World. I had to run out because I got a quest that required me to come back to the Commonwealth. And so that's what you're seeing here. And while we're here, I'm going to show you some stuff. And Glowbug says, yes, and you have seen me in a bunch of streams. Yes, okay, good. Flamingo says, slayed a bunch of ghouls with the new gun. Yeah, we did. That was in Kitty Kingdom, right? In Nuka World, we'd murderified with the new gun. Hold on one second here. Good, okay. Are we back? Are we back? We're back. Good. Okay, so there's been a ton of changes, you guys, to my stream. Tons and tons of changes have happened. I don't know if you're going to notice or care, but I'm just going to mention them to you guys straight up. By the way, I see Sir Puffington is here too, even if he hasn't made any comments. Welcome, Sir Puffington. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. So what's happened to the stream? First of all, I redid some of the volume levels and the microphone and so on. So if things are absolutely terrible with the audio, I apologize. I'm trying to make it better. That's the first thing. What else? This game is not the Fallout that I played yesterday. I mean, it kind of is. It's Cherry. It's my character, Cherry. But it's not the same game in the sense that I have now downloaded a bunch of mods and installed them. I installed a mod that adds some new locations to the Commonwealth, so we might see one or two new things that aren't in the base game. Oh.
Witness. Lucian Smith 234.
All right, Lucian. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. So there might be some new stuff like that. But then the other thing I did is a thing that I have been like counting down to. You guys have, if you watch any of the last like 4 streams, I've been saying this over and over again. And now I finally did it. Which is, I was starting to feel like Nuka World was too easy. We just on the last stream, we didn't one-shot a behemoth, but we hit him like 20 times before he could do anything to us, and he was just down before he could hurt me at all. So here's what we did. We added in mods so that the enemies do triple damage now. The enemies do triple damage. I will probably die a lot on this stream as I adjust to the difficulty. So yeah. And then there's one other thing, and that is when I came back here because I got a quest to save some people here in the Commonwealth, when I came back, I also fixed this place up just the tiniest bit, which I'll show you now. Let's get rid of the gray skies. Let's show you guys the good stuff. Weather change shell. Good. Okay. It's 11:25 a.m. in the game world. And this is Oberland Station. Probably very familiar to most of you. And I've got the walls in. Those were there before. That's nothing new. The building has been expanded. It's a little bit larger. Let me show you some of the other stuff we did. First of all, there's a small, like, covered awning area here with a little rusted out car. This is from CVC Dead Wasteland, and this is actually a food shop. This is like a...
There.
Thank you, Sattler. This is like a little place you can buy food. So this counts as a tier 3 food shop or restaurant. And then this is the built-in campfire that's there. This is the cooking station. We have a bunch of other stations over here that were there all along, so we don't need to worry about those. But I do want to show you what I did up top. So this just got expanded out, and I thought it was kind of funny and silly and very in line with Fallout to put another rusted out car right on top of the upper levels of the building. And this car is an armorer, which you can see from the armor workbench and everything. But this is you can buy and sell armor here if I get a settler in to maintain it. General store with some accoutrement. A clothing shop with some clothes in the background. And a weapons merchant. So we're coming along. We're still missing a couple shops, but we're coming along. And that seems pretty good. Let me read some comments, and then I'm going to show you guys the next big thing. Let me just save. Did it work? It worked. Okay. Flamingo says, slayed a bunch of ghouls. We got that one. And then Flamingo says, it was a 7 legendary run. I want to see that plasma rifle still. And Lucian says, yo! Welcome, Lucian! Flamingo says, your audio sounds pretty good to me. And then says, anniversary update. Oh, no, it's not. It's okay. And then, let's see. It looks better than my main settlement at the moment. This does? This is not my main one. This is a little side one, but it is kind of fun. I like the way I've messed with it. But that actually, Flamingo, thank you so much, because that brings me to the next thing I wanted to do, which is I want to show you guys what I'm doing up here at Starlight. Assuming it doesn't crash out on me, as is usual for Fallout. Oh, we got some people on TikTok doing stuff. What do we got here? We got... No. Everything on TikTok is good. Everything on TikTok is fine. Okay. Are you a raider trying to raid? What? Why would you do that? Don't raid. It's rude. I mean, unless you're raiding another streamer because you're nice and sharing your audience. Otherwise, you should not raid.
Fallout. Please save and pause the game. User Lucian 234 has ordered up one story. The list should be showing.
Okay.
Wait for a selection and proceed.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, we're gonna do that in a second. So Lucian, you can take a look at the stuff that's there, and I might have to change it a little bit. Let me see what's there. But also, I noted on the raider that I just killed, he had something called note. Let's take a look at whatever note is. There's 2 of them. I don't know which is which. We'll try both. Billy, I got the plasma. Now we just have to figure out a way to sell it without anyone getting wise to what we're up to. I've stashed it in the roach's nest. I'll meet you there tonight. Sue. P.S. Make sure you're not followed. I think John is getting suspicious. And then... Oh, maybe that was it. Recover the plasma from the roach's nest. Okay. S, it's been too long. Sorry I missed you at Megaton. Looks like history repeats itself, but as promised, here's the gear I scrounged up. Oh, this note is old. Okay, so the one that we just read before this is the correct one. This is the one that ties into Fallout 3, and we even had a discussion like 10 streams back about the fact that maybe Fallout 5 might focus on these two guys. We thought it might be kind of cool if Fallout 5 was about S and E, and it'd be their third appearance in the Fallout video game franchise. Okay, so somebody ordered story time, and it was Lucian, and Lucian says he wants to hear the one about the Myers-Briggs deception. Okay. Jarvis Hyde story time. No? All right, let me just turn it off myself. There we go. Okay, so story time. Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys story time while I also show you my Starlight Drive-In, because I think my Starlight Drive-In looks pretty good right now. It's coming along. Okay, we read the note. We got a new quest from the note. Let me show you Starlight. Okay. So it's starting to get walled, and I ran out of build space. You know how you have the build limit? I couldn't keep going with the build limit. So what I had to do is I had to use the houses as fencing because I couldn't keep building fence. So that's kind of what you're going to see here. It's a little bit silly, but I think it looks junky and cool the way that Fallout is supposed to look. So you have the main entrance here, and you can see one of my provisioners there with his Brahmin. And we have a guard station there. And what?
Old man Fallout, please save and pause the game.
Again?
User Flamingo 5756 has redeemed one gun.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
Please get the gun name now.
Okay, hold on. I've got 2 guns for you to try, but I got to do the story and I got to do the settlement. So we're going to do all 3 things in order. So, guard station here. Guard station here. It doesn't look like a guard station, but it comes from the CVC Dead Wasteland mod, and it lets guards sleep, because otherwise guards stand 24/7 here and never sleep again. They're like robots. Okay. So, what do we got here for the wall? I've now got a walled area that is my settlement. And this walled area does not include the giant screen. Instead, it's the housing. Housing all counts as a part of the wall. This looks like a big opening, but technically this is a gate. So that's still walled. More housing, more housing. We just cram the houses right up against each other so that you can't get through. Like, you can try to walk through this gap, but it won't let you. And then we've got another gated area here. But with the gates closed, we are now kind of walled in. I mean, we're doing pretty good. So I thought that was kind of cool. We organized all the veggies here. Let me jump up on here so I can show you guys. So we just got some nice rows of corn and potatoes, melons, mute fruit. There's even a little bit of corn there. Gourds, water. And then we put a bunch of shops right over here because we also, over here, we put all the foodstuffs. So this dude here, he's actually running a shop. He's running the food shop, the restaurant. And you can buy and sell with him. And then we threw in a bunch more shops here. Clothing, armor, weapons, general. So we've got a bunch more stuff like that. And we've got the cooking station here. So I thought that was pretty good. And down here at the far end, I ended up putting in nuclear power. I didn't really want a nuclear generator, but you guys might remember from previous streams, I had these windmills, and the windmills just stopped being good enough because I also probably can't notice it right now in the daylight, but I put in tons of street lamps like this guy here. There's like 10 of them here now, and they ate up a bunch of power. So that's what I had to do. Okay, so this is pretty much the settlement right now, and I'm pretty happy with it. And having shown you that, I got to tell you a story, and we got to do the name of the gun. Oh, we got a bunch of comments too. Let's see here. Flamingo says, rename the cryolator to Boomerang Nebula. Wait. You already know what you want to do? You're on top of stuff, bro. Maybe I'll just rename it right this second. Let me see if I have it out. Maybe here? Give me the cryolator. Recoil compensated cryolator. No, don't do that. Oh, I need to get out of my armor. Okay, cryolator becomes Boomerang Nebula, and Shulk is here. Welcome, Shulk. It's so nice to have you. Oh, and we've got Yukon Jack on TikTok says, "What's up, old man? I love this game." And then says, "Nice clean lines with the agriculture." Thank you, Yukon Jack. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for commenting. We have one of my viewers who has just used channel points to rename a gun. So we are gonna do it. This is gonna become Boomerang Nebula. I think we got it. Okay, Boomerang Nebula. We've got it done. I think that means I only have one more gun available for renaming. Well, I guess I have two because I also have this assault rifle backup gun. But that backup gun is not a legendary. Oh, and Flamingo, you wanted to know about one of the legendaries, right? I don't know. There's all the legendaries that I have on me right now. Freezing Plasma, 10 points cryo damage. A Mighty Institute rifle, 25% more damage. Polar Opposite, you guys named that one. The Rapid Gauss rifle. Ride the Lightning, you guys named that one. Slippery Fire and Spray and Pray. So that's all the ones we've got. I'm going to put the cryolator back for right now. Boomerang Nebula. Okay, so we've got our two guns. We've got the Zom 100 Crowd Killer. This uses 762 and then 556. Okay, good. Let's get rid of the stuff I'm not wearing. Okay. Great. Okay, well that was a little better than I thought. We've renamed the gun. We've shown you guys two of my settlements that I've been working on. And there's one thing left to do, that's Lucian. Oh, and we've got a bunch of comments more. Let's see here. Zank says the last weapon should be named Nutsack Twister. Oh my goodness. Yukon says, are you on the purple channel too? Yukon, yeah, I'm actually in a bunch of places right now. I'm on Kick, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitch, and I'm on YouTube. All 4 places right now. I have 5 viewers on YouTube, 6 on Twitch, an unknown number on TikTok because I couldn't get the chat integration to work, and then 0 on Kick because Kick usually has 0 or 1. So yeah, I'm in a bunch of places, Yukon. And then Yukon says, are you in the same name on that channel? Yeah, I'm Old Man Fallout everywhere. All the platforms, I'm Old Man Fallout. And I'm multi-streaming right now. So if you go to any of the platforms, you'll find me there as Old Man Fallout, and the stream will be the same. It's the same on all of them. Yukon says, spray and pray with demolition and explosive perks. Actually, you know what, Yukon? That might actually be the only weapon I have left for the gang to rename. Let's just take a look. Am I right about that? Spray and pray. Oh, okay. So actually, I guess, so these are some of the new items that I got from my legendary run on the last stream, where I got 7 legendaries in like 20 minutes from the Kitty Kingdom in Nuka World. I'm not sure I'm going to use these weapons though, but I guess the gang could start renaming these too if they needed to. So Spray and Pray is legit. I'm going to use Spray and Pray. That's a good one to rename. But the Gauss rifle, Institute rifle, Plasma rifle are like question marks. Like I might use them, I might not. We'll see. Okay. So did I get TikTok? Yukon says you have about 5 viewers on TikTok. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. And then Yukon says, I'm heading to Twitch. Thank you. Okay, great. Now I got tons of comments on the main thing that's got everybody from YouTube and Twitch and Kick all joined together. So let's see what you guys are saying. Zank says, last weapon should be named Nutsack Twister. There we go. Zank says, I'm going to let someone else use that poetry though. Okay, good. Flamingo says, I was wondering if it was Cryo Legendary or Freezing. There we go. Flamingo says, I'm going to name all the guns. I mean, you're the only person redeeming points for it, so it's fine with me. Chef Shefferson on Twitch says, hi, it's my first time here. Thanks for showing off the Starlight Settlement. It was fun. You bet. Chef says, oh, and you're the first guy I've seen on Twitch who may actually have a few more gray beard hairs than me. I like seeing that. Okay, great. Excellent. You know, I gotta say, Chef, oh, what's that?
Yukon Jack 2.0
All
just
right.
followed on Twitch.
Thank you.
All right.
That's great. I was gonna say, Chef, the weirdest thing, when I started streaming on Twitch, I mostly started streaming on Twitch because I had been creating videos on YouTube. They weren't live. I was just creating videos, like a playthrough, like a let's play and stuff like that. And it was so much work to do all the editing and making it really tight and honing it down. And so I was like, I'm just going to do some live streaming just because it's going to be easier, right? I'll just start streaming live. I won't edit anything. It's just going to happen however it happens. But everybody on Twitch is so damn nice. I was expecting a bunch of really young people on Twitch to be like, hey, old man, get the hell off our platform. And instead, everybody was like, oh, you do Fallout? That's cool. Oh, you do Cyberpunk? That's cool. You do Baldur's Gate? That's cool. Everybody was just awesome. So I love it. Flamingo says, personally, I think the spray and pray is overused. So I'll save that one for last. Yeah. Okay. So Yukon Jack has come over and says, it is over, but it's pretty amazing. Perked out, Flamingo. It is overused. Yeah. Shulk says, know what's surprisingly good for close range? A 2-shot laser with a scope, beam splitter, and sniper perk. Knockdown plus you shoot 6 beams. Well, knockdown is great on anything though. Let's be honest. Knockdown is freaking awesome on all weapons almost. What's that?
Apple Whizzle is now following on Kick.
Apple Whizzle, thank you for the follow on Kick. I would say, wow, somebody on Kick, and it's a new person, but we know Apple Whizzle. Thank you, Apple Whizzle, for doing that. I appreciate you. And what's weird is Kick still shows 0 users, so maybe I just have something going wrong with Kick and with TikTok. Right now, none of them are showing, I guess. But thank you, Apple Whizzle. Let's see here. You guys are in a 90-second ad break? Okay, hold on. Let me wait a second for the ad break to finish. Then we'll... Oh, there it goes. Ad break is finished. Okay, great. All right, let's pick up where we left off. Yukon Jack says it's overused. Puffington says if you ever pick up the something rifle from Far Harbor, make it powerful automatic. Oh my goodness, I can't read this. Hold on. It's scrolling away before I could get to it. Let me scroll that back. Puffington. Okay. If you ever pick up the kiloton radium rifle from Far Harbor, make it powerful auto receiver. It's a spray and pray on jet. Oh my God, really? Okay. Damn, that sounds great. Flamingo says so many fun uses of 45. Yukon Jack says agreed. Flamingo says a combat line Overseer's Guardian would be perfect for Old Man Fallout's build. Chef Shefferson says playing on Twitch means you playing on real time counts. Apple Whizzle's laughing and says there are channel points on Kick too. Yeah, there are. And most of my redeems that are on Twitch are also on Kick. I think one of the redeems on Kick might even be cheaper. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. You could start matching them to see if you really cared.
Thanks for the gift, Obito on TikTok.
Obito, thank you so much. That's so nice. I mean, at least TikTok is showing you guys when you do stuff. I can't always see the comments, but at least when you're doing stuff. Okay. Ooh, oh no, hold on. Maybe it's not showing what's happening on TikTok because I can see some comments have gone by. Where is it? Here. Catch back up. Obito says, what's up? Send some roses. Everything's good. Okay, we're caught up now on, there we go, on TikTok. Good.
Thanks for the gift, Obito
Okay.
on TikTok.
Okay, I think we're good. Let me catch up with the comments, but then we gotta, oh my gosh, I have to tell the story. You guys ordered a story. Okay, we're gonna do some running and gunning while I tell this story, but let me get through the comments before I start going nuts here. Let's see. Flamingo says, I definitely would go pick up the Overseer's Guardian from Vault 81. You'd love it. It's to the west of Diamond City. Aware of it.
Thanks for the gift, Obito on TikTok.
Thank you, Obito. Yukon Jack says, that's what I love about this game, the amount of different options across the board. I can't count the amount of playthroughs I've done, and I still love it. Yeah. Yukon Jack, Fallout 3 is my favorite Fallout game.
Thanks for the gift,
But
Obito on TikTok.
I have only about 300 hours in Fallout 3, but I have about 6,000 hours in Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is not my favorite game, but it has all the hours because it's so, you can do so much with it. You know what I mean? Like, you can make it be a settlement building game, a town defense or settlement defense game. You can make it just be following the story. You can make it be all about dialogue and talking your way through things, or you can make it be about gunning through things. It's kind of nice. Flamingo says, kiloton is an explosive radium good against humans. Spray and pray beats it against every other enemy, though. Flamingo says, I love the different weapons, too. I'm having a blast on my newest save. Excellent. Yukon Jack says, what a great setup you have at Old Man Fallout. This was my first Fallout. I have almost 8,000 hours on 4. Yukon Jack, that's amazing. You know, Yukon Jack, I started doing a podcast with a gentleman named Timmy T and a lovely woman named Granny Vats. They're both streamers on Twitch, and we did our first entry in the podcast like 4 or 5 or 6 days ago. It's called Vats Cast, and it's on YouTube. And we were talking about one of my viewers, and I don't know who it is. I've lost the viewer's name now. I don't remember who it is. But something really interesting was the viewer has 20,000 hours in Fallout 4. And we were talking with this guy, like, I talked to him like 2-3 months ago. Like, how could you possibly have 20,000 hours in the game? And we did the math on it, and it turns out 20,000 hours in Fallout 4 means you played it 40 hours a week, like a job, the entire last 10 years. Every week for the last 10 years, you played Fallout 4 like it was a job, 40 hours a week. Absolutely crazy. He's the biggest I've ever heard of. 20,000 hours, biggest I've ever heard. Glowbug says, I love Fallout 3, and now I'm playing Fallout London. Oh, Glowbug, you are. I'm jealous. I'm jealous because Fallout London just got the big thing, right? It got the big update where now it is fully patched. It has all sorts of enhancements and awesomeness. It's just really good now, and I would love to get back into it. Let's see here. Flamingo says, I don't even want to talk about my hours. I have at least 5 or 6 on each platform. Dang, that's getting you up close to the 20,000 that other guy had. Glowbug says, I play for fun. I don't even know my hours. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's smart. Flamingo says, 40 hours a week. During high school, I put in 14 hours a day. Dang, how did you graduate? Yukon Jack says, I was ashamed of a second when mine updated and it was visible. Oh, goodness. Glowbug says, yes, it runs smooth. The Fallout London now is running great, right? Man, I love it. I love it so much. I have to start a Fallout London run, but I have 5 games I'm currently live streaming. I just can't. There's no time. I want to so much. Thank you, Obito. Okay, so I'm supposed to tell you guys a story, and the story I'm supposed to tell you, Lucian ordered a story. The story is the Myers-Briggs deception. So let me tell you about the Myers-Briggs deception. And Obito says, what's your favorite game? I'm going to open that up to the comments while I'm telling the story. So everybody in the comments, doesn't matter what platform you're on, you can chime in with your favorite game. Obito's not asking for Fallout either necessarily. If it is Fallout, you could say Fallout. But if you got another game that's your favorite, throw it in the comments. So Myers-Briggs, for anybody who doesn't know, is a like fake psychological test. It was put together by some scientists and researchers, and they did actually put some effort into trying to use Myers-Briggs to make correct and accurate determinations about people and their personalities. However, having said that, Myers-Briggs has fallen out of favor in the United States, while it has fallen into favor in Japan and a few other Asian countries. People in some countries, I think especially Korea, extremely love Myers-Briggs for the personality testing that it does. Thank you, Obito! People in the US will eagerly tell you Myers-Briggs isn't scientifically sound, but I'm not sure it was ever meant to be something that you would use like in a psychology session with a professional counselor. Myers-Briggs was always just, what kind of personality do I have? What do I like? What do I not like? And there's 16 different possible outcomes from the test. I typically am an INTP, which is introverted, intuitive, thinking, and perceiving. Those are the four things. That's what the four letters stand for. Introverted, thinking, perceiving, and thinking. Yeah. Okay. INTP. Having said that, I am not always an INTP, and I'm now going to tell you about the Myers-Briggs deception. So, here's the deal. When Myers-Briggs, well, no, not when Myers-Briggs. When I was coming up in the world when I was younger, Myers-Briggs was still accepted enough in psychology that that my then wife, who was getting a PhD in psychology, actually took some training in the Myers-Briggs. And oh, look at all these guys. It's a target-rich environment. Oh, you guys are in so much trouble.
Did you hear that?
Are they coming? They want to come, but they can't. Ooh, at least he's moving fast. Good for him.
Thanks for the gift. Obito on TikTok.
All right, Obito. Thank you.
Any idea where they went? I'm betting they'll be back.
These poor ghouls just got slaughtered. Oh, it's so sad for them. Oh. So I was telling you guys, I have upped the ante on this. Oh, thank you. All right, Yukon Jack. Thank you so much. I was telling you guys I upped the ante on this. We're playing in survival mode, and I have mods to make the enemies do triple damage to me, but I don't do triple damage to them. I just do regular damage. So this technically should be a very difficult and very dangerous playthrough. But I mean, if you can snipe the ghouls from, 4,000 feet away, that doesn't matter. They can't hit me. I might end up adding in the real AI mod, if any of you guys know that mod. But if I had real AI turned on right now, I would currently be getting sniped from the overpass behind me. Where is it? Yeah, right there. There's some bad guys up there, and they can't see me right now because their vision has been limited by the game, so I need to get closer before they'll take shots at me. But if you have the real AI mod, then it turns off the limitations on their perception, and they can just see you when you're far away. And so I've had games where I had real AI running, and the dudes that are over there, they just start, taking shots at my head when I'm this far away. We might end up enabling that. We'll see. Anyway, okay, let's clean up this graveyard. Let's take all the loot, and I think there might be a magazine here, unless I've already got it previously. Let's see if I've been here before. If the magazine is here, I have not been here. The magazine is not here. I have been here before. Okay. So Myers-Briggs. Oh, and let's read some comments before I carry on with the story. Let's see here. Kickbot thanks somebody for the follow. Thank you so much on Kick. Yukon Jack says something about, I gotta check. I'm not able to see. What did Yukon Jack say? Yukon Jack says, oh my gosh, did I miss a ton of comments from you guys? Let's see. Yukon Jack says, I did hear talk on a Fallout 3 remaster along with Oblivion. There you go. Flamingo says, I was failing until like a week before graduation. Teachers let me get assignments in after the cutoff. Oh, Flamingo, that's so cheaty good. Flamingo says, what's this gun's max magazine? Yeah, 75 is right. Yukon Jack says, Fallout 4 hands down favorite game. There we go. Yukon Jack says, for kids right now, I thought it was more pediatric use. You're talking about Myers-Briggs. When I was younger and my wife was going through getting her PhD in psychology, totally just a regular thing for adults. And if you go to Korea or Japan right now, Myers-Briggs, totally a regular thing for adults. It's only fallen out of favor in the US recently. Anyway, Glowbug says Skyrim. To me, it's a beautiful game, and I will start that one soon, too. Ooh, Glowbug, that's another good one. I want to do that one, too. Flamingo says, yeah, I love Skyrim. Yukon Jack says, Glowbug, that's second place for me. And then says, do you like Fable? Flamingo says, Xbox 360, lived and breathed Skyrim. Yeah. Yukon Jack says, Xbox be trolling its people bad. Right now? You mean nowadays, Yukon Jack? Yeah, it's getting bad right now. Yukon Jack says it was great back in the day. Yeah. Glowbug says, I never played. You're talking about Fable right now, right? I had to ask someone what that was. Flamingo says murder. That's what she said. Yukon Jack says, every daggum survival playthrough I've attempted to play and stream has crashed literally every time. Yeah, Yukon Jack, it's not stable. I have mods on mine right now so that I can save anytime I want because I can't rely on it to stay up. Apple Whizzle says, it says a lot about when AI is implemented in real life law enforcement. Gonna be getting sniped from space. Maybe. Oh goodness. Okay, back in the game. Okay, I caught up to your comments. I want to tell you guys the story that Lucian ordered 30 minutes ago. And the story is the Myers-Briggs deception. Okay, so you guys now know what Myers-Briggs is. It tells you whether you're introverted or extroverted after asking you a bunch of questions. It tells you whether you're more about thinking and being logical or feeling and going off of what's emotionally happening to you. It tells you perceiving or something else. I don't remember what that is. And then judging? INTP, INTJ. Judging. Okay, so it's perceiving or judging. If you're a perceiving person, when things happen, you just sort of let them wash over you. You don't really make a judgment about it. You're just like, oh, that happened. That's a thing. If you're a judging person, when something happens to you, you're like, ooh, that was not good. Or, ooh, that was great. Okay, so Myers-Briggs tests your personality. Because my wife was training to get a high degree in psychology, and because this was part of the training back then, I had to take that test 20 times for her, just over and over and over again.
User Neon 4D Gun 3R420 says,
Huh?
Since when the hell where you live, I completely forgot to turn my notifs back on. Glad I'm finally here. We will be watching you for a while during our smoke sesh. Have fun.
I love it when you can make Keanu read it right by adding punctuation. Neo, that's so good. Neo, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you, my guy. Flamingo says, if AI gets that far, would we just use robots to fight robots eventually? If so, why don't our world leaders just get together and 1v1 in Call of Duty or some shit? Flamingo says it's been about 49 minutes. Neo says, oh, I love it. That's why I do it.
420 has arrived.
All right, Neo. Okay, we cleared out the ghouls, and I'm just going to wander a little bit while I finish the story with you guys. Let's turn my light on. So, because I had to take the Myers-Briggs like 20 times, just over and over again over the course of a few months, as my girlfriend was testing it and working on it, I got really familiar with it. I started to understand exactly how the test worked, why it was doing what it was doing, which questions would lead to which outcomes, and so on. And it got to the point where I realized there was a point in my life where I was like, I could just have any outcome I want. I know which questions do what. If I want to change it, I could instead of being an INTP, I could be something else. And it turns out there is a reason why you want to be something other than INTP. Of the 16 personality types that you can be from Myers-Briggs, 15 have lovely, nice, wonderful explanations about how cool you are for being that personality type. There is only one personality type that has negatives to it, and it's mine. If you look up INTP personality types from Myers-Briggs, not all of the summaries, but some of the summaries will make note of the fact that INTPs fucking hate authority and will not obey you when you tell them. I can see Rain on TikTok says I was putting in 12 hours a day on Fallout and Skyrim. Obito sends some roses. Obito says, my favorite game is Doki Doki Literature Club. Is it Doki Doki or Doki Doki? I'm not 100% sure. But thank you, Obito, for chiming in. Thank you, Rain, for chiming in, especially since it is currently raining. Oh my god, and Obito says I have 1,200 hours on Fallout 4. Okay. Everybody's got quadruple digits. Okay. Yukon Jack says, I hate to, but I work at 4 a.m. tomorrow. I bid you farewell, gang. I shall join again soon. Great stream, old man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yukon Jack. Have a great night. Flamingo says farewell. Glowbug says good night. Okay. So, the end of the story. Because INTP is the only one of the 16 personality types that has a flaw, which is we don't obey authority, you might imagine if you are an INTP and your business says we want all employees to take the Myers-Briggs, you might be shitting bricks. Because if you are an INTP and your business finds out you're an INTP, they might be like, oh no, we hired a troublemaker who doesn't listen to authority. They won't obey the chain of command. Are you kidding me? Why'd we do this? So it can be a bad outcome, right? So I'm about 30 years old. I'm living in Silicon Valley. I have a tech job, and my tech boss announces to the team one day, everybody, we're going to take Myers-Briggs. Cheers. And I just lose it. I hope nobody notices that I've lost it, but I'm just like, oh no. They're going to find out they're going to find out my personality type, and somebody is going to start judging me, and I'm going to end up getting pulled off of projects or fired or some other thing. They'll make an excuse to get rid of the troublemaker. So, as I said, I had taken the Myers-Briggs test 20 or 30 times at this point in my life. I knew what all the questions were. Even if they had a slightly varied test, I would still be able to suss it out. So, the test was administered, and I just bumped myself one notch because I'm INTP is normally what I default to. But typically, I'm only like one question off on the P. So sometimes I can make myself be INTJ, like really easily. I just answer one question differently and it flips because I'm so close. Sometimes I'm P, sometimes I'm J. So I just flipped it and I became an INTJ. Perfectly fine. We do the Myers-Briggs test. Everybody in the business gets it. Everything's fine. Nobody cares. Everybody moves on. The boss was fascinated with it for like a hot minute, but then it was fine. Obito says, all right, I'm going to see ya. Obito, thank you so much for coming. Have a great night. Thank you so much. And then I made a huge mistake. And the mistake I made is that I sat down for lunch one day with one of my coworkers. And they were like, hey, remember that test we took 6 months ago? Wasn't that a silly test? I hate that test. Why did we do that test? Ooh, it's robots versus super mutants. This is great.
Let's take them out.
I agree. Well, I didn't want to shoot the laser exclusively, but sure, why not? I guess that super mutant died. Wait, what's going on? Why can I not see? There we go, vision's back to normal. I must have got hit with something. Wait. Why did Brotherhood of Steel fall out red? Well, they're not shooting at me, so I'm going to leave them alone. We'll take them out if we have to. Oh, I got a legendary. Under apparel? Assassins. Reduce damage from humans by 15%. I'll never use it. That's nice, but I'll never use it. So I'm sitting with this coworker at a lunch, and they're talking about the silly Myers-Briggs test we had to do. And I tell them this story. I tell them that I'm actually an INTP, but I know that that's the one personality type that will get you in trouble at your work. So I just made myself be an INTJ. And they were like shocked that that was even possible. They're like, how can you change the test to be an INTJ? Did you like steal it and alter it? I was like, no, I've taken the Myers-Briggs like 20, 30 times, and I just know what the questions lead to. So when it asked me, do you like this or this? I made sure I answered so that I would show up as an INTJ. And my coworker was like, that's so manipulative. And then they narked. They ran to the boss and tattled. They ran to the boss and they were like, he lied on the test. And it came out that I was an INTP, and I got a good sound yelling at, and I was informed by my boss, this is exactly what an INTP would do. How dare you? How dare you be your personality type? Oh, goodness. Oh, my God. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they found out, though, because there is a second story that I'm going to tell in story time about that boss. That boss was a fiend, and I ended up quitting out of that job pretty quickly. In fact, you know what? I should make sure that I have that story option listed. Hold on one second. Let me save the game. Oh, I see we have some new viewers. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. If you've been commenting, I will read your comments in just a moment. Let me just make sure I've got story time set up. Now that I have told the Myers-Briggs. Oh, good. I already have the other story about that guy here in the story options. Okay, great. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Casey is here, says, what's up? Let's see. Casey says, what's up, old man Fallout? I hope you're doing well. Casey, I'm doing great. Thanks for being here. I hope you're doing great as well. Let me see. Did I miss anything on... I did, on TikTok. DJ says, is this a good game and should I play it? Yes, DJ, it's an awesome game. You should absolutely play it. And then DD Cubed DD. Cubed, I think I got that right? I'm just going to call you Cubed for now. But anyway, I'm not even sure if you're still here because I missed comments on TikTok. But Cubed says, I also got INTP. Some comments in this live were then filtered. Oh no. Okay. Dee Dee, I don't know what you're trying to tell me there, but apparently TikTok got real sensitive about it, whatever it was. But thank you for being here, Cubed. I appreciate you. Okay, let me see if there's some comments, and then I'm gonna potentially, now that I got the stories all done, I'm gonna potentially play some more here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Casey says, what's up? We got that one. Apple Whizzle says, I love the explosions in Fallout 4. They're so amazing. And then Apple Whizzle says, oh no, you can't tell coworkers anything. That's right. That is absolutely right. I should never have done it. Cryptid on YouTube says, I haven't played any of the others in a long time. I missed the old games. Hey, Cryptid, there might be good news. I mean, a lot of people are saying that the Fallout 3 remaster is right around the corner. I mean, there's new news today even. I think there was a post done by the official Bethesda channels that said to watch for October 23rd, and then some other thing is also happening. So I think October 23rd is going to be a big one, and that's the day the bombs fell in the Fallout universe, right? So this will be interesting, coming up soon. I think there's going to be interesting stuff by the end of the year. Zankt says, ha 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 ha, I'm driving backwards on the Cyberpunk freeways and I'm shooting up cars while listening to Myers-Briggs. This was not on my bingo card for tonight. Go Zankt. Cryptid says, that gun looks sick, bro. I love 76. That's really cool. Although this gun is not from 76. This is from Nuka World. But yeah. Flamingo says, I'm making caramel apples. Dang, really? Neo says, I've got 1,790 hours on my main Steam, but I have at least 2K hours on my last account. There you go. That's such a pain, right? Like, when you have a ton of hours on different platforms and you want to see how many hours total you have, but that you just have to manually go to each one. And the problem is sometimes you're going to a console that's from like 10 years ago. You haven't started it up in 8 years. And anyway. Okay, Yukon Jack said, good night, everyone. I think I caught up. Okay. Is there anything new that came in? Oh, Preston showed up again. Preston Garvey says, hello, General. Welcome, Preston Garvey. Nice to have you here. All right, Preston. Well, Preston, we were in Nuka World for quite some time. We are now back in the Commonwealth. We're back in the Commonwealth on purpose because I got a quest or a mission to do something in the Commonwealth. So, I kind of want to stay in Fallout 4, but didn't have the option, stay in Nuka World, but I didn't have the option. I had to come back to the Commonwealth for a hot minute. And I believe this is really weird, guys, but here's something I believe is true. I'm level 70 right now, and I don't think I ever got not Taffington, 10 Pines. This place up here on the hill, 10 Pines Bluff, I don't think I ever got this settlement. And since we've wandered here, let's get this settlement, and then let's do the quest that I got to save somebody or do something. I don't remember what it was. I'll take a look. We'll see what the quest was. Well, let's get up here to 10 Pines and just see what we got here. Late at night. Probably all sleeping. Oh, not sleeping. Oh, maybe sleeping. Let's put the gun away. I think the third person here is a person you guys don't typically have in your games. This is from a mod called Settlers of the Commonwealth. Let's drink and eat. Actually, let's get the gun out for a second just to reload it. Put it away. Save. Okay, great. Let's talk to Kim.
Hey. I want to work on a settlement. Just gotta find a place that's hiring.
Do you come work for me?
Hey, what do you know? I was just looking for someone like you. I should talk out loud more often.
She needs to go to Oberland Station. She needs to go to Oberland because we were just at Oberland showing off that settlement, and it doesn't have enough people in it to run all the shops. So let's send her to Oberland. Okay. Give her room to get out. Okay, Preston said hello. Lucian says, bro, I'm on Borderlands 1. It's so fun. Oh, Borderlands 1 is the best. I have to admit, Lucian, I think Borderlands 1 is my favorite. I know a lot of people will say 2 was the best, and 3 was like bleh, and then 4 is kind of a return to form, but it's having difficulties it doesn't run smoothly, even on good hardware. But I still love 1 the most. 1's the only one I've ever finished. I never finished the other ones. I don't even know the story of the other ones. I have 2 for my Xbox. I played it a little bit, but 1's what I loved. Glowbug says, I heard Borderlands was fun. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Although, it is a little... It's a little Fallout-y and a little gamey and a little silly. Claptrap, I got to admit, Glowbug, Claptrap will sometimes annoy people. He's one of the characters in the game. He can get on your nerves with some of his quips and his repetitiveness. But I never minded Glowbug. I always thought Glowbug was freaking great. Oh, you know what? That was a chair right there. Let's just sit in the chair and wait for these guys to wake up. Oh, wait. Wait. Can I sleep here? Because isn't there a spare mattress? Like over here somewhere? I might not have to wait in a chair. Oh, hell yeah. All right. They're sleeping. We're sleeping.
Best sleep ever.
You can't sleep more than 5 hours on a dirty mattress. Well, we'll take the 5 hours. No well-rested bonus for us, but it's daytime. We will take it. Oh no, I caught a disease from that? Are you kidding me? What did I get? Oh, that's not great. Let's fix that. Okay. Wait, more? Okay. Alright, they should be up by now. They should not be in bed. Yeah, they're up and about. Let's see if we could get this settlement. I don't know that we can, but let's ask. Let's see what they've got going on.
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
How about her?
Yes? Farming's as honest work gets.
I think I probably have to get the quest from Preston Garvey. I don't think we can mess with these guys. Yeah. Shoot. Alright, well, at least we talked to him and at least we gave it a shot. Okay. Let's take a look at the quest that we do have, though. The one that we know we can do. The one that brought me back here. Where is that? Here? Yeah. This is what brought me back. Let's turn off Highway Unit Gulch. Turn on Clearing the Way. What is this one? Secure the workshop at Croup Manor. Oh, I hate it. I hate Croup. I think we could fast travel to Finch and then hike from Finch to Croup. So we'll try that. Let's see here. It looks like DJ, did you actually post more stuff and I missed it on TikTok? Let me just scroll TikTok again. Hold on. Did I miss you guys chatting? Okay, no, I caught up. We're doing great. I wish it would actually keep showing. Okay, great. All right. Are we good now? Let me see here. We are good. Okay, great. What's up?
Abraham.
Maybe you can help. Our generator's busted, and we don't have the parts we need to fix it.
Well, that's a new kind of quest. What do you need?
What do you need?
We're just missing a few key parts to get our old generator running again.
Power for Finch Farm. Build or repair a generator. You're not talking about this little guy, are you? Glowbug says, I don't like that one either. Croup. Yeah, Croup is rough. Repair. Is that literally the whole quest? What about these guys? Does this guy need fixing? No, he's fine. Do you need fixing? No. That was a very weird quest. The quest was repair the generator that I already had placed down previously when I was here. And I repaired it, and it said quest is at 61% finished. I guess we're gonna build another generator? Does it? I guess it needs it? Is that real? Hold on, let me get out of the build menu. Let's take a look at that quest. Is it even still there? Build, repair a generator. That's so weird. I have never had this quest before. And I don't know what other generator they're talking about. Well, with the assumption... Oh no.
My apologies. I think I've lost them.
Oh! Oh! So sorry. No! Whew! Good. Shot you in the butt, Abraham. Sorry about that. Poor Abraham. We'll take a bunch of synth loot. There were 4 of them, though, and I only see 3 here. Where's the 4th one? Huh. 1, 2, 3. Wait. What is this? It's just a synth body part. Well, I don't know where the 4th one is. Wait. There. Okay, good. Okay, great. Let's dump a bunch of this gear into my box. And let's deal with Croup Manor. Oh, no, and let's build a generator. Build a generator so that we can make these guys be happy. Baseball bat, board, rifle. Okay, great. Synth chest piece, synth right arm. Great. Oh no, what was that? Okay. And we'll take 1 fusion core as a backup. Okay, great. So, they need us to build another generator.
Attention. Interfering with a law enforcement robot is a felony.
This is weird that they need me to build another generator. I mean, we'll do it. I kind of want to put down fusion. Then I don't have to build anything else ever again. But we're just going to put down a little 3-banger. Wait, even that wasn't enough? What? Why? 100%. Report your success.
The whole lot of them are out of their minds.
You should have all the power you need now.
That's great. We really appreciate the help.
That's so weird. I mean, good for them. We'll just leave those generators around for a while, even though I think it was more than they needed. But it's fine. We'll leave it. Okay. Great. So now let's take a look at our quest. Let's take a look at the map. We're on Finch Farm. We need to go to Croup Manor. We've never been over here before. Not in this playthrough, at least. We've never been to Gibson Point Pier. Never been to Long Neck Lebowski. We have cleared the satellite array. I don't know if that's cleared or not. Revere Beach? I don't know. It doesn't say cleared, but I think I have been there in this playthrough. I'm not 100% sure. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to put down a marker right there. Okay, so we're going to first go to my hollow marker, and then we're going to go to the door marker. That should get me over the bridges correctly. Hollow marker first. This way. Ooh, we just found Hub City Auto Wreckers. Should we murder some gunners on the way? That might be kind of fun. Guns out. Oh, yeah, they're trying to take some shots. Alright, gang, here's our big test. Because this game has been modded to have enemies do triple damage to me, just to make it a little harder, just for this session. And we're going to see how I survive with that. So, I saved the game. Let's have a fight and see if we live. Let's take some aid. Let's take a bunch of good stuff. Yao Guai ribs, stingwing fillet. No, Radstag stew, yes. Let's take energy resistance, yes, absolutely. Let's take some other stuff first, though. Let's take Psycho. Let's take Med-X. We'll take a Bloodbug Steak to get some extra hit points. Gator Claw for an extra agility point. Okay, now let's go back down to the Radstag stew. Get some energy resistance, and it hydrated me. And I have a level up. Gunslinger? No. What about Rifleman? Oh, I've maxed out Rifleman? Alright, well, we'll do... Do we want to do Gunslinger then? I don't know what we do. Maybe we want to do Bloody Mess. Let's try Bloody Mess. Oh, wait. No, don't. Don't do Bloody Mess. I want to get the knockdown perk. Oh... Okay, I didn't get it this time, but I think next time I do get it. Yeah. When I put 2 ranks into the sniper, I'll be able to knock down targets with my bullets. That'll be great. Okay. Oh my god! Why is she not even hurt? Did she die? Okay, good. Ah! Couldn't get up. Good. Who is shooting missiles? This guy? Ah! Ah! Oh, jeez. I'm jumping all over the place to not die. Okay, well, they hurt me pretty bad, but they didn't actually take me out. Let's just stim pack, water. Did okay. Good. Thanks for the loot. Great.
There's so much scrap here. Look at the walkways they built with it. You know, I could do better. Be more resourceful with what I find.
Okay,
Looks
sure.
fun. We should go up. The view will be worth it.
Okay, let's go up. We're gonna have to lower this, and that is at that building there. However, I have a problem, which is I am overloaded. So, Ada, you get to be a mule. Something's happening on TikTok. Guys, if you are commenting on TikTok, give me one moment and I'll see what you're saying in just a second. Unfortunately, my TikTok comments don't show up correctly, so I have to tab out to see them. Hold on. Are you guys doing stuff there? No, it's just some people joining and doing nice things. Okay, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the stuff you guys are doing on TikTok. I appreciate you. And then let's keep going in the game here. Okay. Got rid of some junk. Crane control. Lower crane. Great. Thank you, gunners.
It's a scrap paradise here. Glad we came.
Yeah, right? Great. Is there anybody else alive over here? I think there's usually like another corporal or general or somebody over here. Yeah, there we go. Captain Bridget. If I remember correctly, she's scary too, so I should save before this happens. Oh, well, okay. That went differently.
Hey, how may I be of service? Hope you find what you're looking for.
I added mods to make the game harder, and I think I need to do even more. Ada can't carry anymore? Dang, I barely put anything on her. Ada, you're supposed to be the strongest girl ever. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are having a great night. This is Saturday night, right? I hope you guys are having a great Saturday night. It's lovely to hear that Zanked is currently running around in Cyberpunk being crazy while I'm streaming. Glad to have you here, Zanked. Hope you're having a great night. Sir Puffington, thanks for coming out. Flamingo, thanks for coming out. Glowbug, thanks for coming out. Lucian, thanks for coming out. I hope you got the full story, Lucian. I hope you heard the whole thing. It took me a while to tell that story, and I told it like with 2 big breaks in between before I could finish it. But hopefully you got it. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good. Let's see if there's any more junk I can get rid of, and then any extra ammo I can get rid of, and the nuke. Okay, right. Lucian says, yeah, I totally did get it. Good, good, good. Zankt says, I gotta let the inner anarchist hang out from time to time. Zankt, do it. And Puffington says, winning stream, Mr. Fallout. Flamingo says, it is a fan-fucking-tastic night. Ooh, that's so nice, Flamingo. Cheers to you. I'm drinking. Let's go. Okay. Let's see here. I gotta tell you guys a couple things. I have a list of things to tell you guys for this stream today. So the first thing was I need to tell you guys that I've modded the game to be harder, but as we just saw, apparently it's not modded enough to be harder. We're gonna have to do something else. Also, I have a note here to tell you guys that there are new locations in the game world because I added in mods with new areas. I don't even know where those new areas are. We might not even find them on the stream today, but at least you know. Oh, okay. I might talk about that in a little bit. Okay. I'm supposed to tell you the podcast is live. We already talked about that on previous streams. I'm not worried about that anymore. Oh, this is something important from the last stream. I don't know if any of you guys watching will remember this, but I learned something isn't true. And in fact, I could probably show you guys on stream right now. Let me see if I can do this. How do I get back? Let's see here. Back into the game. Tab out. Okay. How do I show this to you guys? I gotta run back to Finch. We're not gonna worry about the Hub City terminal. Let's get back to Finch so I can show you guys this thing I learned. So as we're going back to Finch, let me tell you the basic background. Last stream, we got a really cool shish kebab weapon. Sword, and I had said to you guys while we were in Nuka World, hey, someday I'm going to get back to Finch Farm, and I'm going to hand that over to the people at Finch Farm, because I give the gang at Finch Farm all the swords in Fallout, and they all wield them as weapons. They're like their melee weapons. I give them guns too, but they get like one working gun, and then they get one working melee weapon, and these guys all get swords. And somebody was like, all you can give them is shish kebabs. There isn't anything else in the game in terms of swords. And so I was really curious about that because I could have sworn that there were swords in the game. And it turns out there's way more than that. So here's what we've got. Let me see if I can show you guys. Let's save first. Sort. There we go. Okay, so we should have an actual sword in here, not a shish kebab. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so there's the Furious Shish Kebab. That's what we were talking about last game day. We got this bad boy, and we were like, let's give it to the people in Finch Farm. But keep going, and there should be more. Krimva's tooth really doesn't count as a sword. It's really more like a dagger, but it's cool. But let's keep going. There's another shish kebab, but that's also not what I was waiting for. Let me see here. Oh, okay, so this is another one, machete. Machete, I'm counting that as some kind of sword or sword-ish thing. At least we can give it to the people in Finch Farm, and something just happened.
Fallout, please save and pause the game.
Okay, why?
User Chewy S0 up has redeemed one gun.
Chewy?
Please get the gun name now.
Chewy did it. Okay. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you guys, looks like it is no longer here in my inventory, which means I gave it to somebody. However, when I mention this, you guys are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You realize there are swords in the game. There is a weapon in Fallout 4 which is called Revolutionary Sword. There's an actual sword in the game. So it isn't just shish kebabs. You have the Revolutionary Sword, you have shish kebabs, you have machetes. So there's quite a bit. And actually, technically, there's also an assassin's... not an assassin's blade. What is the assassin robot blade? I can't remember what it's called, but they have the blade arms. technically you can get their blade arms too, and you can use those as melee weapons. So there's technically 4 swords in the game you can get. At least that I could find. Okay, so Chewie has picked a gun. Chewie, let me show you the weapons that I have. I think the only thing really left is spray and pray, but I could be wrong. So Chewie, here's what you're gonna have to do now that you've ordered this gun. I'm gonna show you a few weapons that you can pick from. You're gonna pick a weapon and you're gonna get to pick a name for it. The name has to be sort of PG-ish because it has to be able to be approvable by Twitch's standards and blah, blah, blah. But as long as you can deal with that, it's cool, whatever you want to name it. So spray and pray here is probably the other gun that I'm going to use regularly that you would probably want to rename if you can. However, if you really don't want to rename the spray and pray, you can't do slippery fire, ride the lightning because those were named by other people. You could also do the Gauss rifle. You can't do polar opposite. That was named by somebody else. You could do the Mighty Institute rifle, the freezing plasma rifle. So those are some options you have. Technically, Mighty Institute and freezing plasma, I don't know that I'm going to use. I might. Rapid Gauss, I probably will use, but definitely I'm going to use spray and pray. So if you want to rename any of those, let me know which one you want, and then we'll go for it. So let's see, is Chewie in here somewhere talking about what he wants to name something? Let me look at the comments. Puffington said winning stream Mr. Fallout. Flamingo says 5 times enemy damage and half your damage. Yeah, Flamingo, I think you might be right. I think I might need to be a little bit absurd here. Flamingo says there's DLC melee weapons too. Saltron, that's the thing I was looking for. A Saltron sword. Thank you so much. Kremva's tooth is a machete? Oh, that's so interesting. I thought it was more like a combat knife, but I'll take it. Flamingo says Chewie doesn't have to do the spray and pray. He can do whatever he wants. He can do one of these other weapons, but I assume he'd do the spray and pray. But what's weird is Chewie bought it, and then he hasn't posted what he wants to name it. I don't know. I might want to let the crowd name it, and then Chewie can come back in whenever he's ready, and he can rename it if he wants. If he's not around to name it. Let me read what Shulk said, and then we'll get on with naming the gun. Shulk says there's the Skyrim steel sword from the Creation Club, but that's about it for swords. There's a mod called Taste of Blues, which adds several weapons like katanas and proton axes and stuff. There we go. You know, I'm just happy that there's 4 built into the game as it is with no mod. I got those 4: the Assaultron sword, Revolutionary sword, machete, and the shish kebabs. With just those 4, that's already way more than what happened on the stream that I did yesterday or 2 days ago, because the stream that I did 2 days ago, they were like, nope, it's just shish kebab, there's nothing else. So I'm happy to establish that there's more than that, and that's all I needed. But I like that there's even more. Shulk says, oh right, wait, there's a Chinese sword and a Revolutionary sword. I forgot about this. Oh yeah, there's a Chinese sword, now we're up to 5. There we go, you're right.
Chewie Zero Up has arrived.
Chewie's here, and Chewie's naming. Shulk says Assaultron Blade. Yes, good. Flamingo says, I was going to name it Bonnie and Clyde's Revenge. Chewie says, I'm going to name the spray and pray. We're going to call it Limbs-O-Matic. Okay. Let's grab the spray and pray. We might even use it a little bit right now. Let me grab some ammo for it. Let's go over here. Do I have a weapon workbench here? I might not have tricked this place out with all the benches. I don't think I gave them all the benches. Okay, let's add a weapon workbench down here. Crafting, armor, chemistry. Okay. I don't like this workbench. It looks worse than the other workbench. I really like this workbench a lot more. However, I can build way more of this one, which means it's cheaper in materials cost, so we're going to do this one. Okay. Wait, before I start messing with this, let me exit and save, because I don't want it to crash out on me mid-build. Okay, great. Okay, he wants to mess with the spray and pray, and we're going to call it, he says, oh, go back, rename. We're going to call it Limsomatic. Limsomatic, okay. Good. Now, if you don't mind, since I'm going to potentially be using this weapon, let's see if we can buff it up. It might already be maxed out, but let's just check. Maxed out for powerful. Maxed out for short light. Maxed out for recoil. Large drum. It's maxed out on everything. Look at that. It's maxed out. It's as maxed out as it gets. Okay. I don't want to scrap it. I want to tab out. I'm happy with it. All right. Flamingo says there's way more. I wish I was there to tell you. Chewy says, I thought Chicago typewriter. Lego breaker, I don't know, something about making a bunch of parts. And then Lucian says, Claptrap is so annoying. Flamingo says, Bodybuster 9000. Flamingo says, you buy Spray and Pray fully maxed, it's OP. Chewy says, best character. Flamingo says, Claptrap beatbox time. Are you guys just now... Wait, are you guys just now hearing my discussion of Claptrap? Are we like way behind? Choco Baba says, are you using mods? And AJ says, get more fusion cores. AJ says, I want dungeons and arenas. I had more fun stuff like that drawbridge. I wish dungeons and arenas had more fun stuff like the drawbridge. You're talking about over at the Gunners area that we just were at, yeah. AJ says, get more fusion cores. I'm okay for now. But Choco Baba says, are you using mods? Jarvis, show mods. Yeah, good. Okay. There you go for mods. And then let's see here. Flamingo says he has like 100 fusion cores. He just keeps them in the old box. That's true, actually. I should say that. That's true. Dylan says, what's up, Grandpa? Hey, Dylan. Not Choco Baba. Who was it? Was it AJ that said get more? Yeah, let's show AJ. So AJ, I have this box that follows me around. And this box has about 10,000 pounds of carrying capacity. So we just put a pile of fusion cores in here because I'm playing in survival mode, which means ammo weighs. You can see in the center of the screen there that each fusion core weighs 4 pounds in this version of the game. So for me to have a bunch of fusion cores, I need a way to carry them. I can't keep them on me. So we keep them in this little box we've got that does all the extra carrying for us. Okay, so Flamingo says Atomizer, Bodybuster 9000, you buy Spray and Pray fully max. We got that part. Claptrap beatbox, 100 fusion cores. He's a good character, but he talks a little too much. That's more about Claptrap. Chewy says, I just got here, but check me out. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. Wait, what? Oh, you're Claptrapping. Okay, never mind. Lucian says he's very hot. Flamingo says it's the good song. It is, Flamingo. That's for reals.
When nothing will ever again beat my heart, why does the wind kiss the face of the trees while I disappear molecule by molecule? This is the end of the universe, where love dissolves and dreams disperse. Not even nothing could feel this alone. I lost you and now I'm unknown. The comets are sobbing, the nebulae ache. The sky split in half with the sound of the break. Existence just crumbled and fell apart. The black hole
my broken
Man, I love that song too much. That song is just too good. I added in a bunch of new songs from that that radio station on YouTube. So we should hear some new songs today. And some of them are actually really good. God, some of them are so funny. In fact, I gotta tell you guys about these songs. Let me see if I can tell you about these songs. Some of these songs that I added in are absolutely ridiculous. They're hilarious. Let's see if they're still here. Okay, there's a song called The Old Backdoor Trumpet, which is an ode to farting. It's hilarious. There's a song called Put That Pickle Back, Harold, which seems to be a song about being gay, but I'm not 100% sure. It's hilarious. And then there's another one, which is She Kissed Me with a Lead Pipe, which appears to be a song about transvestite people or trans people. And it's also hilarious. I don't know about these songs, but oh my God, the lyrics are so funny. I don't know, the guy who made all these songs, I don't know if he had a hand in the lyrics, like he was writing them up, or if he just generated garbage from AI or something. But whoever it is that generated the lyrics was extremely funny. I really love it. Chewy says, I just was listening to Stray Cat Strut. Please send me every single one of those songs, Old Man Fallout. Put them in Discord. I will. In fact, here, I'm going to play you guys the song She Kissed Me with a Lead Pipe. It's so funny. Oh, God. Okay, here we go.
Met her in the alley by the soda shack. She had gum on her shoe and a switchblade laugh. Said, hey there, sugar, you look too clean. Then she bonked me twice and called me her king. Took me dancing, broke my toe. Told me I was cute and slammed my
Too
elbow.
easy.
She ain't soft, she ain't sweet, but I get dizzy every time we meet. She kissed me with a lead pipe, clang! Rang my bell like a churchyard gang. Heart went boom and my teeth took flight. But I married that girl by Friday night. Call it twisted, call it right, but I like a girl who swings the pipe.
Oh, God.
And she don't sew, but she hits like a train in a peep-toe. Wrote me love notes on parking fines. Signed with lipstick and worn inside.
So easy. Dang. Oh, my God.
Took me to dinner, forked my thigh. I spilled her shake and nearly died. Sting. Her hugs leave dents, but I jump a fence for another chance. Doctor says I need a helmet now.
Oh, you poor Saltron. You're not going to get to do anything. Oh.
Lift my soul like a power pack. My jaw's unhinged, but my heart's in tune. Give me one more bop beneath the summer moon. Love ain't neat, and it sure ain't trite, but I take that pipe kiss every night.
Welcome, and thank you.
209 just followed on Twitch.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's turn the volume down a little bit on those. Woo! Oh my goodness. Some of those songs are just so funny. And yeah, you guys are right. I should post them on the Discord, so I will. After the show tonight, I will post them all on Discord so you guys can take a listen to them all. The lyrics on some of these songs are so damn funny. Whoever it was putting these songs together, they were going off. They were going nuts. It was great. Is there another one? I feel like I
Carbon
just heard
metal has
somebody.
arrived.
Welcome, welcome! Who just arrived? Carbon metal? Okay, great, great, great. Thank you, welcome, welcome! Oh, there is somebody. Oh, Ada, I'm just killing you. Ada, what? Ada, how are you still getting in my way? What are you doing, Ada? That was so weird. Every time I moved, she moved into the line of fire. Ada, where are you, Ada? Now she's gone. Ada was like, she's pissed now. She's like, that dude just shot me in the back like 5 times. Ada's like, I'm leaving. Oh my god. Okay. We've got a bunch of comments that came in, so I got to read all the comments you guys are making. I got to offload some gear here. Dang, I am way overloaded again. Come over here, little dude. Come to me. Don't make me come to you. Oh, and wait, hold on, let's save. Let's save before I do anything, because otherwise this game's going to crash on me and make me sad. Okay, good. All right, let's dump some gear, and let's see what you guys are talking about. Let's see here. Weapons. We don't need the assault rifle. We don't need 10 of anything. Knuckles, keep that. Get rid of the pipes pistol. Okay, good. Gas mask can go. Okay. Am I in the way? You guys can't even see what's going on, can you? Jarvis, camera right. There we go. Let's get my big dumb head out of the way so you guys can see what the heck is going on. Oh wait, I shouldn't have got rid of the 45s though. We're going to use the spray and pray a little bit here. In fact, we should probably be using it now. Okay, great. Okay, wow, we have a lot of new people watching. Welcome, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming in. We got people on Kick, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Everybody's watching. It's a total of about like 26 people if you add up everybody from all the different platforms. Thank you guys for coming in and watching. And let me just check. I can see the comments from everybody except for TikTok. So let me just check TikTok's comments real quick. And then let's read all the comments that are sort of merged together for everybody else. So TikTok, what do you have going on? Dylan is talking a bunch. Let's see what Dylan says. Dylan says, Young Man Fallout in the house. Welcome, Dylan. Dylan says, bro, I'm going to be doing an America Rising 2 Legacy of the Enclave run, and I'm going to use the console commands to get Brian Richter from Far Harbor as my companion. Dylan says, have you experimented with console commands? I've used a bunch on this live stream. Not tonight's live stream, but just in the live stream for this Fallout 4 playthrough. I have, yeah. Dylan says, have you heard Cooper Allen's Suit and Tie, a remake of the Fallout Song Company store? No, I have not heard that. I'll look it up after the stream, though. That sounds kind of interesting. Thanks for all the posts, Dylan. Dang, you posted a lot, right? Am I missing stuff? Yeah, you said, sup, Grandpa, and then Choco Baba said, are using mods. We covered that already. Good. Okay, I think I caught up with everybody on TikTok. Oh, good. Okay, so now let's talk about everybody that's not on TikTok. Let's see what you guys are all talking about. I just saw your comments, you guys. Jesus. Lucian. Okay. Let's read your comments. Oh my God, Lucian. Hold on. Let me just move these comments to the middle of the screen so I can see what you guys are saying. Oh, let's see here. Oh God. Okay. Flamingo says, put a reflex sight and improved barrel on the gun for better hip fire. That's the one that I'm currently using. I kind of like it the way it is, but yeah, it does need better hip fire. You might be right. Chewy says, keep the paint job unless it's the operators. It's the pack is the paint job that I'm using on the current gun. Flamingo says, oh yeah, Boomerang Nebula is the coldest thing we've discovered, I'm pretty sure. And that's why I've named Cryolator Boomerang Nebula. Very nice, Flamingo. paint job has to be this one for the handmade. And then Chewy says, just listen to Stray Cat Strut. Tell me all the songs. We'll put them in the Discord. Good. Chewy says, I like a girl who's swinging a pipe. Lucian says, I'll take that pipe kiss every night. I love this song so much. Oh my God. Carbon Metal says, finally, I didn't miss one. Who Kills says, I love that good old pipe kiss. This song is going to become infamous. It's going to become infamous. Cool Kills says, how you doing, old man? Hope you're having a great day. Cool Kills, watching you guys sound off in the comments is making me laugh hard. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh God. Okay. I think we've mostly caught up to the comments. A couple more. Let me see here. Flamingo says, you're down to your last 200 shots for the Zombie 100. Yeah. And then Zank says, this is my cyberpunk game. I'm being chased by a horde of cops. I jump a fence to escape, only to land in the middle of a military base with guards and cameras everywhere. Congrats, Zank. Oh my God. Okay. Now that I've done that, let's go back into the game. Let's jump out of this. No, go back. Jump out. And I'm going to switch right now to the weapon we just named. Limsomatic. This gun is not a great gun for distance shooting, but you guys have seen so far in this live stream, shooting at a distance is way too easy for me. We're killing everything and they don't even get a chance to fight back. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to mess around with the spray and pray. A little more close range. It's probably still too good of a weapon though. We're probably still going to just murderify everybody. We'll see how it goes. Let's pick up some junk because we're going to need it for Croup Manor, which is where we're headed. We're going to go to Croup Manor. And we're gonna take Croup Manor over. That was the quest that we got. Okay. There might be some more bad guys out here that we haven't hit yet. Let's just take a look. If there's any bad guys here that we didn't get to. Maybe these guys over here? That dog we already got. Nah. Alright.
All right.
Thank you, Jarvis. It's good to know you're listening. Let's grab whatever's here. We'll use stuff here for our settlement. Take the dog bowl. Oh, actually, there was a second level, right? No, Ada. Camera. And that's it. Okay. Great. All right, let me read some more comments if there are any, and then I'll head over to Croup, and we're going to have a little fight at Croup Manor. Let's save. Wait, is there another Brotherhood of Steel Birdie Bird coming? I can hear something in the distance. Well, if there is, I don't see it. Whoa, there's Ada. Okay. Let's see if there's any comments. Let's see what you guys... Oh, there's a bunch of comments. Okay. Carbon Metal says, are you still in Nuka World or are you back in the Commonwealth? Flamingo says, Commonwealth, obviously. Well, we're doing some Commonwealth quests because I after the last stream, I was puttering around and I got assigned a quest to take over Croup Manor. And I don't want to do the Croup Manor quest, but it's timed. If I don't do it, it's trouble. So we had to come back to the Commonwealth and just close out the quest. And I thought while I'm here in the Commonwealth, we might as well just goof off and just run around doing stuff. So we'll be here for a little bit. Shulk says, did you see what I wrote about Kremva's tooth? No, Shulk. I mean, I saw somebody say that it counts as like counts as a different weapon, but that's all I saw. Is that what you meant, Shulk, or did you write something else? Carbon Metal says, did you get a Turnus? I know the last stream I was in, you said you were contemplating it. I did not. Flamingo says, I don't think he did. That's the unlimited ammo one, right? Carbon Metal says, yeah. Yep, that's right. Flamingo says it did not get grabbed. We were in Nuka World, but had to defend a settlement or something. Exactly, that's right. Carbon Metal says, damn, that sucks. I was going to request that it be named Ouroboros. Okay. Flamingo says, Kremva's tooth is a machete, and you can take the OP blade off and put it onto another legendary machete to make a super OP one, basically double legendary. That's so sexy, though. Really? So, when Shulk said Kremva's tooth is a machete, he wasn't just saying, like, that's the weapon type that it is as its base. He was saying, bro, you could start swapping the effect. That's interesting. Flamingo says, the super duper OP melee build is one of my favorites. And then Carbon says, yeah, I do that in all my playthroughs. Burger is here checking point balances. Oh, Rush better be glad he's not here. Rush is going to be sad. Rush hates it when Burglar starts spamming text-to-speech. Flamingo says, the bloodied Kremva's tooth. Dang, we might try that. Flamingo says, yeah, I tried telling you this earlier. And Flamingo says, you're low on 45. I am, but it's okay. We've got so many backup weapons. Okay. I got through the comments. Oh, wait, was there a comment from TikTok? Let me just check TikTok real quick, and then let's take over Croup Manor. Dylan says, can you not level up using likes anymore? Because I've been liking, but I'm not leveling up. Dylan, I don't know. And Dylan says, text-to-speech, how's your night going? Wait, Dylan. Oh, okay, thank goodness. Okay. I was going to say, Dylan, I didn't even hear your text-to-speech. Something's broken. But then I noticed that the system says, Dylan, you don't have enough points to do text-to-speech. Okay, I'm feeling better about that. Dylan, let me check. Dylan's asking if the TikTok system is busted because Dylan wants to do text-to-speech and he doesn't have enough points. And let me just see how the point stuff works. Hold on. Users and points. Here you see a list of users, including points, levels, and other info. You have 162 of max 2,500 users in your database. Visit point system settings to define what your viewers can receive points for. Great, let's do it. Point system settings. Name of your currency, it's points. Points per coin is 1. Okay, so if you do coins, if you do gifts, then you get a point per. If you do shares, you get 2 points per share. That's all that right now does it. Doing likes actually doesn't look like it does it. In fact, it's not even an option. Doing likes doesn't even there's not even a chance for me to do that. However, let's do something cool. There is an option I don't have turned on for you, Dylan, so let's try it. And that is, you can earn points for each minute that you are hanging out in chat. You don't have to actually post in chat. Well, I think you have to post once so it knows you're there. But you don't have to keep posting after that. It knows you're there after that, and it'll just keep tabs on you and make sure that you're still around. And if you're around and watching, it'll give you points. So let's do that. Let's see here. Okay, so Dylan, you're going to earn a point every 5 minutes that you're in chat. I just turned that on. I don't know if it's going to start like mid-session like this because we're already running. I don't know if the change will actually like kick in now, but we'll try it and see what happens. So hopefully you start getting points from that right now. Check your balance in 30 minutes. Like, post something right now just to say hi to kick it off, and then check your balance in like 30 minutes and see if you're even like a few points higher. And we'll see how that goes. And then Dylan says, I can't afford gifts. It's not doing likes. And Dylan says, okay, great. Posting okay probably immediately kicked it off, so it should be tracking you now. And so see if you have more points in just like 30 minutes, and we'll check it from there. Dylan, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Now that we have Dylan solved, let's go into the game and let's maybe do some taking over of Croup Manor. Okay. Did I miss anybody's posts here? I think we're doing okay. Shulk says, yes, the mod on Kremva's tooth will stack with the other legendary effects. Changes the appearance to the unique one. That's cool. Carbon says, yo, old man, I'm going to go play with my buddies, but I'll be in your stream so you get the views. Love you, old man. Fallout. See you later. Dude, thank you so much. I love it. All praise to Carbon Metal. Thank you so much. And then Burglar says, old man Fallout is a win. Thank you, guys. Let's murder some ghouls. Look at them just hanging out.
You say something? Stay back. Daryl.
Oh, it's blasting them to pieces. Come here, buddy.
Thanks for the gift. Matthew.Gray on TikTok.
Woohoo! Thank you for the gifts. Oh no! Okay, we figured it out, guys. We figured it out. I
on
was
TikTok,
saying,
Dylan Swartz says, how's the weather, Gramps?
the weather is great. The weather is so good. Now that I'm up in Washington, it is like getting really rainy. Like we're going toward like really rainy season. It's just raining a ton all the time. I don't mind at all. I got the window open. I can hear some of the rainfall outside. It's kind of nice, actually. I'm probably annoying the hell out of my neighbors because what is it? It's like late at night now, right? No, it's not actually that late. It's 7 p.m. It's not that late. I'm goofing off. They can probably hear my voice out the window. I don't care. I'm having fun. Okay, so I was saying to you guys, I have upped the damage setting so that bad guys do triple damage to me, but I don't do triple damage to them. And we were saying that using the previous weapon, which had the sight on it, and I could take out bad guys from far away, we were saying that's too easy. Even with the triple damage, they can't even get near me. They can't hurt me. But it seems that I was right. Switching to a different gun that needs me to be up close and personal has now made it way more difficult, and I am now dying, which actually is kind of exciting. The thrill is back, so let's try this. Flamingo says, you should cut your damage in half. Flamingo says, swap the sight to reflect so it's not a long scope. Swap the sight to reflex. Oh, you mean on the other gun. You don't mean on the... I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, yeah. Casey says, I'm going to go and eat some dinner. I hope you have a great rest of the stream. Casey, thank you so much. I might even be here when you get back. We'll see. I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight, but have a great time at dinner. And maybe I'll end the stream to get some dinner myself at some point here. I might then start the stream back up late tonight. I might do 2 streams today. I'm in a great mood. I'm having fun. Let's keep going. Let's just do stuff. All right. Round 2. Try again.
Stay back. Aim for the head. We showed them.
We sure showed them. Okay.
Thanks for the gift. Dylan Swartz on TikTok.
Keep your distance.
Great. Can he come through?
Time for you to perish. That's the last of them.
You guys took care of everybody, but well, no, there might be more here. Maybe? Nah, just a body. Wow, you guys massacred him while I was busy. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Croup bedroom key. But wait, didn't I already open it? Whatever, I'll take this. Bedbug says tacos. Tacos, win. Good game. Bedbug, I had tacos for dinner yesterday. I don't know if I could do tacos again today. But welcome in, Bedbug. Hope you're having a great night. Okay.
On TikTok, Dylan Swartz says, so I was wondering if you'd ever like to co-stream.
Oh, maybe. It depends on what you're thinking of. Like, Granny Vats and Steffi Walker have both been talking about doing Fallout 76, which, you know, you can do, it's big multiplayer, right? Like, we could have a bunch of people doing it. So I might be interested in doing that with people. And I'm thinking about it. If I do that, though, it's probably not for like another month or two, because I gotta whip through these games. I've been taking too long to finish. And then, oh wait, that's another dude I can shoot. Look at him go. Oh, that was the last bullet. That's so sad. All right, let's switch weapons.
Timid 1000 Gaming has arrived.
Ugh. Okay, we're gonna go to the assault rifle. It's not as cool as the Zom 100 Crowd Killer, but just to keep the game fair a little bit, because we're just murderifying everything with the Zom 100 Crowd Killer. It's just way too good. So we'll go to the assault rifle. Okay. We got somebody coming up the stairs.
Another fight, another win.
Still pretty easy, but you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. So anyway, Dylan, I might be interested in doing it for that, for like Fallout 76. Beyond that, there is another thing that I'm doing, Dylan, and I also might be interested in this. I don't know. But that is, I've started doing the Vats Cast, which is a podcast that I'm doing with Timmy T and Granny Vats. And the first episode of Vats Cast is out, as you guys know. I've been hyping it up on my stream. You guys have heard me talking about it. And by the way, thank you guys for going in and checking it out and making comments on it and everything. I really appreciate you guys doing that. That was really nice of you guys. But the point is that podcast, it needs guests. It needs guests who know Fallout. Oh man, I gotta do another thing. Sunshine Tidings? Okay. Wait, there's another dude. So we're gonna need guests for VatsCast. Super Fallout nerds, basically, is what we need for VatsCast. People who are so good at Fallout that they probably could tell me a thing or two. And then we pick topics and everybody just starts arguing and debating about whatever the topics are, talking about all their ideas about, maybe like what Fallout 5 might look like or other things like that. So that also might be a thing, Dylan. And if any of those sound good, that's interesting. If you're thinking of something else, though, Dylan, you'll have to tell me, like, on the Discord or something. Like, if you have other ideas that you're interested in, let me know. But, like, write them up on the Discord so I can check them out after the stream, and we'll see. Let's see. Oh. That's really nice. I will never use it, but that's really nice. Okay, I saw a bunch of red off in the distance, and I want to go play. So let's go say hi to the Reds. Hey, boys! Ooh, I like this gun. Oh, this gun feels great. Oh my goodness. This gun is worse than the other gun. It's weaker than the other gun, but it feels so good. I might not give this one up. This is nice.
Ooh, this is nice.
Jarvis, my man, you on top of it today. Okay. Good job, Jarvis. Okay, let's read a bunch of comments and see where we go from there. Although I gotta get over to the box. I gotta get over to the box and dump the gear. Oh wait, Bucks, where'd you go? Little bro, you were just here. There we go, thank you.
Cold tonight.
Okay. All right, let me see here. Timmy T is here. Timmy says, I can set up a private server for this too. Oh, Timmy T, that is so nice. Timmy T is here and talking about exactly what we were just talking about. Thank you so much, Timmy T. Flamingo says, I'm going to make myself tacos and her spaghetti. Dang, you guys. This is too much. You guys can't be talking about all this yummy food. Well, I haven't had dinner. You're killing me. Flamingo says, I'm gonna make myself tacos. Okay, good. Bedbug says, make them. Put a toothpick through them. Dump those hose bitches in a pan of oil and crisp both sides. Put Colby or pepper jack cheese on them at the end and lay them down in sour cream. Dang, Bedbug, you're just tempting me. Flamingo says, swap sour cream for hot sauce, and we are the same. Ooh, I can't do hot sauce. I like hot sauce, but I got some diagnosis from a hospital at one point. I was doubled over. I was like huddled up on the floor, like, oh my God, my stomach's hurting me so bad. I went to the hospital for it, and they were like, oh yeah, you can't have hot stuff. You can't do anything hot. No citrus, so no oranges. You can't even do tomatoes. They were like, even like a tomato sauce is too spicy for you. Which sucks. And I don't always obey because I like my sauces so much. Oh God. Okay. What is the gun that we used up? We used up Limzomatic. Okay. We're going to put that one away. We'll keep the Zom Crowd Killer as a backup. Let's get rid of all the junk. Burglar says, I watched the podcast. Thank you, Burglar. I think, Burglar, did you comment on the podcast? Maybe it wasn't you. I might be confusing you for somebody else, but there were a few familiar names who were making comments. I really appreciated it. That was really nice. Anyway, Burglar says, I watched the podcast. Thank you, Burglar. Flamingo says, put a semi-auto body on it and our perks will make it OP. Flamingo says, like double or more damage per shot since it's got lots of rifleman, I think. Flamingo says, scroll up. You're going to get more jealous. 100% homemade. Oh no, Flamingo, don't make me. Did I miss a bunch of comments of you guys doing delicious things? Timmy T says, I'm farming the 76 raid boss as we speak. Damn, Timmy, okay. Bedbug says, oh, it's not the spice, it's the acidity. I think so. They told me no oranges, no tomatoes, nothing acidic, nothing that is high level of hot sauce. So I don't know. I don't know why, but that's what they told me. They gave me a little like pamphlet and it told me like what kind of foods were taboo, and that was some of the stuff. You said citrus, tomatoes, hot sauce, which all couldn't be any more different. Actually, no. Citrus and tomatoes have the same thing. They have high acidity, at least according to the doctors. That's what they told me about those two. They said no citrus and no tomatoes because both of them are high in acidic content. But the hot sauce, I don't know. I think it's just hot, right? Like it's whatever the ingredients are that make it hot. I guess my body doesn't like it. Bedbug says a bad histamine response. I don't know. Glowbug says, my phone died. And then Glowbug gives us a very angry face. That is a very angry emote. I'm so sorry, Glowbug. But welcome back. Flamingo says, you just need Tums. Oh no. That does not save my ass. Trust me. Oh goodness. Flamingo says, capsaicin. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Capsaicin is what makes it hot, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Well, apparently my body don't like that stuff. I used to eat a ton of stuff like that, and it's all too hot for me, but I liked doing it anyway just because it was tasty. But I do have have to admit that, you know, more often than not, after doing it, I was profoundly sad. I would eat really hot stuff, and then I'd be home later going like, oh, maybe I should not have done that. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, dang, what was I going to do? We were talking about tacos and other yummy foods. I got distracted by tacos and yummy food. We were going through this house. I was picking up all the loot on the corpses. Good, let's get some more loot from corpses. Let's try these guys over here. And I was saying that this new gun feels great to shoot. It's weird that a video game gun can have a feel, because it's just, there's no tactile feedback, but it's just how the game reacts to the gun, I guess. This just feels great. Oh, it feels so good. Damn. I love it. Okay. Oh, that's the other thing I have to do. I got a message while I was taking on Croup Manor that I have to go do Sunshine Tidings. Damn. Let's save right here. And hold on. Let's just wait. Is that? Already got it. Okay. Already got him. The game wants me to go downstairs. I can see it put on a marker for me. Oh, hello! Dang. Well, I think this is where we take control of Croup Manor, right? We do this. Let's save. And here we go. Really? There we go.
Nice.
Flamingo says, I said capsaicin right. Wow, that seems weird. Probably I couldn't get it right the second time, though, right? Oh, look at this. They're not active. They're all highlighted green like they haven't got up to fight yet. Ooh, and there's a guy hiding back there.
Careful, ma'am. I don't think we're alone. Powering weapons. Not much of a threat after all.
Okay. Well, I was hoping I would pull that off a little better, but I got barely hurt at all, so I think we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Missiles, really nice. Grenades, pre-war money, really nice. Nothing there. Theodore Croup. Poor Theodore. We have to read Theodore's computer. And then I think we're done. I think we take over Croup Manor. Okay, 1/15/78. I believe that would be 3 months after the bombs fell? Maybe, right? It was October 23rd, 2077. This is January 2078, maybe? Let's just see what this says in the journal entry. When my father said that nothing could change the Croup family dynasty, not even the crippling debt from a bad stock market trade, he apparently didn't think about a world flooded with radiation poisoning. Let me back up. When I watched the mushroom clouds rising, I thought that it was someone's sick joke. I'd prayed for something to wipe away the debt, but this was not what I had in mind. But I'd take a blue-collar lifestyle over having the majority of my facial features slide off in my sleep. A month later? Well, it could be worse. I locked the rest of the family in the basement and I hid the key. I couldn't bring myself to kill them. They may be disgusting monsters, but that's still my Aunt Belinda in there. I've started to find that there are other survivors out here. Some of them look like roadkill too. They all killed the ones that turned into monsters and started trying to kill us normal ones. Weird thing I noticed, none of the ferals seem interested in attacking those of us who are fallen apart. Week later. Okay, it worked. I went into the basement, and the rest of the family did not try to kill me. Actually, they kind of ignored me, but that's not the point. The point is, the old world is dead, everyone is back to square one, our debt is gone, we can start over. Look, if I can still talk and function and act like a normal human being, then so can my family. They just need a little nudge. The Croup family is going to be back on top in no time. Nah, I don't know about that, bro. And then the next one has an entry date of who cares? I guess it didn't go well for him. Hundreds of years, hundreds. I can't fucking die. None of us can. I spent hundreds of years trying to teach these creatures how to act human. I've got nothing to show for it, except maybe my cousin James can spot the difference between a salad fork and a regular fork, but I can't be sure if he's not lucky. Oh, I think somebody's posting on TikTok. Welcome on TikTok. I'll see your comment in a moment. How the hell are we supposed to be the affluent socialite Croup family again if we're all monsters? This is pointless. I swear to God, I'm going to bust in Aunt Belinda's head if she won't listen to me. You just watch. All right.
All right.
So, poor Theodore Croup said he couldn't die, but he dead. He dead, though. And it looks like everybody else in here that is not named were potentially his family members at some point. Rotting feral ghoul. Charred ghouls. So, take the fishing rod, rum, life preserver, jangles. Love the little boat. Take the fan.
I'm glad my intakes have a dust filter.
So, the Croup Manor is unoccupied because we've taken out all the ghouls. The Croup family did not regain its wealth and power. We are going to take over. Take that nuke. And I think... Oh, look at that. Legendary. Berserker's Walking Cane. More damage to lower your armor. Yeah. I think we should be able to take control of this location now. Okay, so where did we leave up with the comments? Flamingo was definitely teasing me about the fact that there are some very yummy foods being discussed. Let's see here. Glowbook said my phone died. Flamingo says you just need Tums. Flamingo says capsaicin is what makes it hot, exactly how you say it. I love it when he starts to crack. And then Sir Puffington says, I can't even tell the difference between a regular fork and a salad fork. James got it together. Sir Puffington, right? I wasn't raised well enough to know myself. Somebody can point out the different sizes and the different uses, and my brain just goes, can I stab it? Can I stab my food with the fork? Then it's an eating utensil. That's all I care about. I got it. We have control. Okay. Report your success to the settlers at Oberland. Okay, let's clear out some of this junk, though, while we're here. I probably should not be clearing this out right now because I don't know if you guys can tell, but my character is overloaded. I'm over-encumbered.
Over-encumbered? What are you talking about? I'm not over-encumbered. I am the right amount of cumber.
Thank you, Chai. So I probably should be fixing my weight problem before I start wandering around like this. I'm gonna hurt myself, but... Okay. Great. Great. Oh, there I go. I'm getting hurt. I heard it. Okay. Great. Let's check the comments, and then I think we're actually doing pretty good here. Maybe we don't need to actually build this settlement up right now, this moment. We just needed to get it, and then we can report in to Oberland that we got it. So I might not build it really like massive right now. I might just do some basics really quickly and then run over to Oberland, report in, and then also I've got to deal with Sunshine Tidings. Sunshine Tidings is in trouble. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. I'll worry about those shelves and other stuff later. I think we did okay. Let's come over here. Let's dump stuff into this workshop. In fact, let's grab my little box and let's take everything out of the box and then just load this workshop up with stuff. Escape. Save. Flamingo says, you're going to break Cherry's legs again. Yeah. Oh, wait. Ada's also got loot. Okay, great. Kelsey. Kelsey is here and says, hey, old man Fallout. Welcome, Kelsey. It's so nice to have you here. Kelsey, I don't know if you were on the last stream, but we talked about you on the last stream. I just said hi to your kids on the last stream, like randomly about halfway through the stream. I was just like, oh, by the way, Kelsey's kids. Hello, Kelsey's kids. Anyway, welcome, Kelsey. I hope you're having a great day. Let me see here. Let's save. Wait, it won't let me save? There we go. And then let's see if we can dump a bunch of gear in here. It's already got a little bit. Let's give it all the junk. And we're not going to give it weapons or apparel, but we will give it aid. Let's see here. And then what else did you guys say while I'm doing this? Let's see here. Flamingo says you must save the day. We'll go to Sunshine Tidings, absolutely. Globug says, Kelsey, how's the little one? That is a great question. I hope everything is going great, Kelsey. Flamingo says, I did a challenge run where the only way I was allowed to get weapon or armor mods was by swapping it off of looted or purchased items. That's really cool. I was actually kind of thinking about that. I almost never do it. I mean, I like keep all my used mods in the workshops and then they get automatically applied to whatever other weapons I have. But typically what I do in the game is I'm like dumping weapon mods and upgrading to whatever's the highest level. And I typically don't have weapons with the highest level. So I'm almost always just making my own. It would be kind of cool to just not make your own and only use what you could find or buy. It's an interesting challenge. Kelsey says, Glowbug, he's good, healing nicely, but unfortunately I'm now in the ER with my toddler because she broke her arm? I can't catch a break? Oh, Kelsey, I'm so sorry. You can't catch a break. That is true. That is nuts. Multiple hospital adventures. That's crazy.
ZZ Arzus ZZ just followed on Twitch.
Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Oh, wait. There's a bunch of stuff from from Dr. Zeus. Let's see here.
User ZZDR Zeus says,
huh?
Shit. I didn't get any sleep last night.
Oh, yeah.
Nim. So tired.
Yeah.
I think I need. Hey, Red Bull. Here's one. Let me take some gulps.
Okay.
Cool. I feel so much better, but I think you'll have some more. I need energy. I'm still kind of groggy. Cool. Holy shit, my so fucking hyper. I can feel power flow through my veins. Ready to start the day.
Nope. 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 No way. That makes me want to turn off text-to-speech and never turn it back on. Oh, goodness. Wait, I can't give them radiated blood and Nuka-Colas. What am I doing? You guys don't get those things. Hold on. And you don't get my Gwyneth Stout either. You can have all this other stuff, though. Absolutely. All these other things you can have. I'll take a couple more of these, though. You can have all of that. That looks really good. Okay. All right. Bedbug says Johnny. And Dr. Zeus says something. Okay. All right, let's see here. What do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of brain fungus. Don't get rid of the good stuff. Give them the mentats, the meats. Not going to give him any of the Nuka. Well, actually, I am going to give him some of the Nukas. Let's give him half the Nukas. Kelsey says, I got distracted by the Red Bull gulping. Yeah. Olivenko gives us a dab. Welcome, Olivenko. I hope you're doing great. That's Olivenko on Kick. Welcome, Olivenko. Oh, they can't have any of my waters either. Okay. Don't need all this. I'm going to keep the Radix and Radaway, and I'm going to sell it. Okay. Man, I just don't want to give him any of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is too good. We'll give them a bunch of these stems, though. Just in case the settlers need to take them for themselves. Okay. Okay. That's it. That's all that they get, which means a ton of this stuff needs to go back into the Brotherhood of Steel buddy. Let's start with the ammo. Oh, I have some 45 again. Good. Way too much 556. We'll put 1,000 away. And even 1,000 is probably not enough. That's still 600 rounds. That's way too much. Survival mode, I can't carry that much. Okay, there we go. Take 1,000 of this and put it away. Get rid of the alien blaster, fusion, mini nukes, missiles, plasma, shotgun shells. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Olivenko says, hey, how is everyone doing? Well, we have a ton of people watching. We've got 11 on YouTube, 12 on Twitch, an unknown number on TikTok, 2 on Kick. Gosh, it's wild to have 2 people on Kick. So I'm going to throw that out to the chat. We got tons of people here watching. On any platform that you're on, you guys can dump into the chat whatever you're doing for your, what is this, Saturday night? This is Saturday night, right? Throw at us what you're doing. But wait, I'm going to beg of you guys, please know more about luscious foods. If you're cooking the most awesome dinner for yourselves, don't tell me. Yeah. But if you're doing other cool stuff, tell us how you're doing. Okay. I'm not going to keep a lot of this stuff. We'll take it with us, but I don't want to use most of this. I'm really having a good time with this 556 that I've got, which is wild because it's not that powerful, but it feels great. We're going to keep it. Oh, wait. I can't get rid of Rally Cry. Yeah, we'll get rid of those. Okay, good. All right, let's see if you guys answered the question of how you're doing. I'm curious to see what you guys are saying. Now that I've gotten rid of most of the junk, put most of the stuff back in. Okay. Good, good. Oh, wait, I gotta get rid of some of the stuff that I've gotten here, otherwise I'm gonna be overloaded. Let's get rid of all these waters. And let's get rid of most of the Nukas. Okay, how are we doing now? We're a little bit light, but we need to dump more. I don't have the ability to dump more right now. Actually, we can dump the 45. We're going to do the 556 and the 762. That's the assault rifle and the Zom 100. Okay, great. Oh, man. The game crashed. The game crashed after I did all that work of dumping everything. But the good news is, I think I saved. Like literally the second before I did that stuff. Let's see. Kelsey says, we are officially getting discharged. Her arm is set and splinted, so it's time to make the hour-long drive home. Have a great rest of your stream. Kelsey, go for it! I hope your drive home is great. Glowbug says, that's awesome, Kelsey. Olivenko says, food? Aw, I think I finally fixed my OBS issues. I'm going to test properly tomorrow. Okay, great. Timmy says, I'm good. I'm deciding if I actually want to go live or not. Okay. Olivenko says, I would have been live longer, but the VOD issue was bothering me, and I had to figure it out. Excellent, excellent. Okay, hold on. Let me oh, I didn't even get that stuff? No. All right, we're just going to give them junk this time then. I'm not going to bother to do all that stuff I was doing. Hold on. Let me move chat so I can move faster here. All right, chat. You guys are going to get pulled off to the side for a moment so I can see what I'm doing here. And then I should be able to go more quickly this time. Okay. We want none of this stuff. All of it has to go. Oh, goodness, Kelsey, I hope your kids do great. I'm sorry all that stuff happened to you. That's kind of sucky. I should tell you guys, there's a bunch of stuff that I wanted to tell you guys tonight that I've been sort of like doling out info very slowly, but I actually have a checklist of stuff that I'm supposed to tell you guys tonight. I've told you guys a bunch of it, but I haven't told you everything. So let me just see here. I'm missing something, right? Yeah. I got rid of bottle cap mines. And I took not enough frag grenades. Okay. Now that looks correct. So let me take a look at my list of all the stuff I'm supposed to tell you guys. And just see where we are in the list. I'm going to tell you some more stuff. while I'm doing that, if anybody has not piped off about what they're doing with their weekend night, you should definitely say so. Now's your chance. Hopefully you're having a great night. And get rid of the water and the Nuka-Colas. Oh, dang. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Is that good enough for government work? Mostly okay? Back to this again. Great. And am I keeping the 760? Yeah, I'm keeping the 762. Okay. So let's put this down to like 1,000 we're going to get rid of here. Okay. Okay. I think I got myself back after the crash. I think we're good. No, we're not. It says I have 304 pounds. What did I do wrong? Is it here under aid? Wait, let's try miscellaneous. Did I do something wrong here? No. Wait. No? Okay, maybe it's under here. Oh, there it is. Huge amounts of steak. Don't need that much steak. Don't need the stout. Don't need the Nuka-Colas. Great. What are we down to now? Okay, now we're better. Great, great, great. Okay. Let's save again so I don't have to repeat that process for a third time. And let's make sure we've got water. Let's read some comments. Let's see here. Save again. Freeze the game. Let me jump out and grab the comments and pull them back into position so I can see what you guys are saying. Okay, great. Okay, you guys are back. Olivenko says, how's everyone doing? We gave him some answers. Timmy T says, I'm deciding if I want to go live or not. Olivenko says, I would have been live longer. Okay, we're all caught up there. What about on TikTok? That's the one place that doesn't have comments coming through. Let's see here. Dylan says, I'm going to hit you up on Discord. I got to go, but I'm a regular, so I'll be back later. Excellent, excellent, Dylan. Thank you so much. And then Steven says, another Raider gang needs your help. I'll mark it on your map. Porter Gauge in front of Preston. And then Kelsey on TikTok says hello, but I didn't answer her fast enough, and so I think she came over to Twitch so she could say hello. Excellent, good. All right, I'm glad. I think I caught up to everybody, right? Oh, Olivenko did more. Olivenko says, in Fallout-related news, I defeated the Mechanist. It was horrible. No ammo, no stimpaks. My Ada is not OP. I'm so sorry. I always everything in my game is too OP because I max out the gun nut perk and I always adjust my guns to have the maximum everything on them, and it just gets to be too much. It just gets to be too much. Okay. Oh wait. I think we're supposed to put up a settlement beacon here too, aren't we? Or am I wrong? Am I crazy? Do we not need to put up a settlement beacon? Okay, hold on. Let's just try it and see. Go to power, generators. We can put one down. And then can we put down a beacon? Good. All right, well, we'll just leave it like that for right now and see how it goes. Now let's go report in. Oh, and we got to deal with Sunshine Tidings. Okay. Tell me about Sunshine Tidings. Report our success. Sunshine Tidings and our miscellaneous. It is. Gang, I think we're just going to fast travel right in and have a wildly fun time. Normally you can't fast travel in survival mode. I have a mod that will let me fast travel, but only to settlements that I control. I control Sunshine Tidings, at least for the moment, so let's go defend it and see what happens. Fast travel? Yes. I didn't save before I did this, so if this fight's too hard, oh well, but hopefully we're going to be just fine. Hopefully we are great. Saved it now. Who we got? Oh, are these guys going to be easy? Oh. This fight's not anything. Oh, there's more!
Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
Oh, that's my robot. Okay, sure. Let's go! You didn't tear anybody, bro.
Fight, Raider.
Okay. We're doing great. Is this really everything? It was just a handful of raiders. Nope, there's more. What did we miss? Oh, there's more! Ada, thank you for covering my ass while I reloaded. That was so nice of you. That was actually... good job. Okay. Thank you, Ada. Okay. We're doing great. Oh my goodness, you guys. You have made me jealous with your talk of yummy dinners. I should probably go and eat some dinner, but I don't want to. I'm having too much fun. Oh, and I was going to tell you a bunch of this stuff about... that I was supposed to tell you stuff about. Okay, hold on. Let me grab the list of stuff I'm supposed to tell you guys. Whiskey and rum. Wait, come back here. Aid. Okay, actually, I think we're pretty good then, right? Rid of the ammo. Doing great. Okay. All right. What is this list of stuff I was going to tell you guys about? Let me just check the list. Let's just see. You said there were only shish kebabs in Fallout 4, but we found revolutionary swords, machetes, Chinese officer swords. Okay, we've covered that topic. We already did that one. Make Flamingo be a VIP. Flamingo? You should be a VIP now. In fact, if you check when you post, there should be a little VIP star next to you, or crown. I'm not sure whether it's crown or star, but one of them means you're a VIP. If you're not a VIP, you got to let me know, because I think you should be one now. And then let's see. Oh, and this was a question from the previous... Timmy says, yes, your list. This was a question that was asked on the previous live stream, and I said I was going to answer it, and I didn't. I felt terrible that I missed it. And some of you guys answered, but I didn't. So I'm going to go for it now. You guys can answer too if you're watching and you're like, I want to chime in. If you're in the chat, you want to post in the chat, go ahead and do it. But I'm going to answer it for me. Here's the question from the last live stream. Are you a Marvel person or a DC person now? After all the movies that have happened, all the stuff that's going on, do you care? Do you watch any of them? And if you do you have a preference? That was the question from the previous live stream. And I have an answer. My answer is I was a Marvel guy for that entire long 20 movie sequence that they did over the course of like a decade, which was basically from the Hulk and Iron Man at the start, where they were basically establishing that they're... Oh, there we go. Nice. They were establishing that there was going to be like a giant sequence of movies that would be this huge story that would encompass tons of superheroes, and like I got on board. Thank you for the likes, by the way. Whoever just did the likes, I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Oh, I missed it before I could. It's gone before I could see it. Rats. In any case, I loved that from the start. Like when I saw that was a thing, I was like, I'm down. Let's do this stuff.
Heads up.
Where'd the big guy go? There we go. Ooh, he big though. So I was watching Marvel from that moment on.
234 says, "Can you make me a VIP?"
Lucian, you're not? Yeah, you should be a VIP, Lucian. I'll make you a VIP. Absolutely. I kind of thought you were. Wait, you are, Lucian, because you get called out every time you come into chat, don't you? Now I'm curious. How are you getting called out if you're not a VIP? Wait, Lucian, do you just reliably every single time post witness me and I'm thinking that you're getting called out, but you're not? You're just getting witness me'd? Is that what's happening with you, Lucian? Now I gotta check. Oh, and I can see Coker on Kick is posted. No, I'm not going to do that, Coker. That's a little bit spammy and addy. I'm not going to do that. Let's see here. Glowbug says, I'm a Marvel person. Zank says, I'm both. And except for sucky movies, I'm on both sides. That's a pretty good take. Lucian says, yes. And I think the yes was, I always spam witness me. Hold on, Lucian. Let me just check you out. Why are you always like showing up as like you get announced on the stream? Is it that you are just... Let me just check if you're on the VIPs. Community roles. Lucian's not in the VIPs? LUC. Wow, you're not. Really? Okay. LUCI. Ah, Lucian. I don't have your name memorized. Let's hear. LUCIANSMITH. Okay. LUCIANSMITH. Are you 234? Yeah, you're 234. Okay. Save. Okay. That's wild that I didn't have you. You're so reliably calling your own self out with a witness me that I just assume you're always a big deal when you come in. That's so funny that I never noticed. Okay. Anyway, okay. So that's Lucian. Good. Thank you for the likes on TikTok. I think that was. Thank you so much for the likes. And let's see. I was going to answer the question. Marvel or DC. And what I was saying is I was totally on board for that big, huge run of all the movies from Hulk and Iron Man at the start all the way through to the end of Infinity War. And then there was a Spider-Man that was right after Infinity War where they said, no, that's the real ending. That's where we really wrap things up. I don't think it really was the real ending. I don't think I really needed that to be the real ending. It was fine to have it, but if I had said to myself, no, I'm not going to watch that and I'll just end at the Infinity War conclusion, which I think was called Endgame, I think that would have been fine. That would have been totally fine. I think Endgame was a good end to that run. So I think that's the main thing is that was what I was really into the most. Now, I haven't watched superhero movies in a long time, whether they're DC or Marvel. I don't know. I mean, I guess I did have an exception, which is I really extremely love all three of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I thought those were freaking great. Whether they were in part of the, you know, the big sequence of like 20 movies that was the Infinity War set, or outside of it, because I think the third one came out like quite a ways after that, right? I still loved it anyway. I thought they were freaking great. I'd say probably the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are my favorite out of all the movies that are in that big, huge run of movies. Thank you for the likes. So that's probably what I think. I didn't really love a lot of the DC stuff, although I do have to admit that when Zack Snyder got to do the Snyder cut, I actually liked his Snyder cut. I thought it was actually pretty good. Oh, and I really liked the first Wonder Woman movie. I didn't even see the second Wonder Woman movie. I heard it was so bad I just didn't bother. It just wasn't. I was like, I don't have time or energy for this. I'm not going to bother with it. Okay, I think that's probably the answer that I wanted to give. So I'm probably not going to see anything anymore. Like I haven't been to a bunch of those movies in a long time. I'm probably not going to go to those movies for a long time. Some of you guys know part of the reason that my girlfriend and I moved to Washington State is because I was living in California in Silicon Valley, and then I needed to get a new job, and I'm typically pretty good in Silicon Valley. I'm a good programmer and I'm a good manager, and I can typically get a pretty good job. But I got a lot of white in my beard now, and people were not hiring the guy with the white beard. So we burned through a huge amount of savings just hanging out there waiting for the next big job that didn't come. And because of that, right now, I'm kind of like, you're going to have a hard time getting me to blow any money at all on things like superhero movies. Also, I got to admit to you guys, I don't know if I should admit this to you guys, but I'm going to admit this to you guys. Like 20 years ago, if there was a superhero movie and I was like, wow, let's see some cool fights and so on, like, it was fine for me. Like having like a comic book villain was cool. And having a problem get solved by big, strong dudes throwing punches that could break planets, it was cool. Having said that, I feel like there are a lot of villains in the real world now. Like there are an extremely large number of bad people in the real world that I didn't know were in the real world. I didn't know the world was chock full to the brim with villains. And these villains are radically different. The villains that are doing evil things in the world are like multi-billionaires and government officials, and they don't do it by like getting an Iron Man suit and beating people up. They do it by siphoning money away from the public until there's no more middle class, and everything's like extremes of either super rich or super poor, and on and on and on. It isn't interesting to me anymore to watch superheroes punch supervillains. If I'm going to watch a movie about superheroes beating up a villain right now, I would want to see a movie about Superman flying his superhero body through the bodies of government officials or other people like them who are doing hurtful laws to the citizenry, and just watching their bodies explode and just getting a gleeful, giddy something from that. Like, I'm just too jaded at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wrong for superhero movies now. I think the world got worse, and I think I let it affect me, and I just don't think that I could enjoy superhero movies like I used to. Holy cow, you guys got me on a crazy rant. This is dangerous. I need to shut up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me save this game, and let me freeze this game. Let me read your comments, and hopefully I get myself out of this hole that I'm in. Let's see here. Lucian posts a ton of cool cats. Lucian's so happy he's a VIP. Excellent, excellent. Timmy T says Logan was my favorite of the superhero movies. Oh, Timmy T. Logan was so good. Oh my God, Logan was good. And here's what's crazy. When Logan was done, the actor whose name I can't remember right now, he vowed he would never play Wolverine again. And then he came back to play Wolverine again, and I felt like it was great. Like I was like, yeah, he stopped playing Wolverine. It would be sacrilege for him to do Wolverine ever again. And then he was back, and I was like, perfect. It was crazy. Wolverine has delivered so many times. It's amazing. Flamingo says there's a second Wonder Woman movie. Good job, Flamingo. Olivenko says this is probably blasphemy. I'm not really into DC or Marvel. Like, I don't heavily dislike them, but I just rather watch anime or YouTube. That's Olivenko. That's actually very, very close to what my son would say too. My son loves anime, or loved. He's kind of getting out of anime over the last year, and he started to watch actual movies. But for probably a full decade, like from 15 to 25 or so, he was just like, anime is fine for me. I don't need other stuff. Flamingo says, you could shave the beard. Flamingo says, that's a little terms of service, LOL. I recently got banned on Reddit for saying something similar. Wait, Flamingo, what are you talking about? What is a little terms of service? I gotta know. Lucian says, what are the VIP perks that I get? Well, Lucian, it should probably call you out, like put your name in the lights when you come into the stream at the beginning. You'll get one of those like Lucian Smith has arrived, which I swear you were already getting, but I guess you weren't. And then also it will probably call out whatever you last streamed. It'll give you like a shout out and say Lucian Smith last streamed this. If you're not streaming, it doesn't matter, but yeah, it'll probably do that. And then you'll also get the little, a little token by your name, a little icon by your name. And I think that might be it. I could be wrong, Lucian. Timmy says, to be honest, it was the only good one as far as I'm concerned in the past 20 years. Wait, really, Timmy T? We were talking about Logan, right? You think Logan was the only good superhero movie in the last 20 years? Wow, Timmy says, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. That's wild. Flamingo says you're on the credits. Flamingo says about watching villains die. Oh, Flamingo, thank you. Okay. Got it. Okay. Timmy says, I stopped liking them since Iron Man 2 and the Edward Norton Hulk. Yeah, I didn't. I think they finally got casting right when they cast the guy after Edward Norton, whose name I'm not remembering right now, but he's the guy who's been playing him for a long time now. I really like that casting. I didn't like the Edward Norton casting. What's weird is I thought the Edward Norton casting was bad and wrong, but apparently everyone else thought it was so correct. They were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we got Edward Norton. And apparently Edward Norton was like throwing his weight around on set and rewriting things and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And I was just like, I didn't think Edward Norton was of that caliber, but apparently Edward Norton thinks Edward Norton is of that caliber. But I was like, he's just an okay actor to me. But I guess he had won some awards, which is why he was able to pull that stuff off. But I kind of can't believe that Marvel bought into it. And they were like, no, he really is that good. Let him like throw his weight around. Let him like do stuff. And I wouldn't agree to that. I didn't think he did that great of a job. Is that also such a crazy thing to say that that's also going to violate the terms of service? Twitch is like, no, don't say bad things about Edward Norton. No. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's save. And let me see what you guys are saying. And Flamingo says, I don't think that violates terms of service. Okay, good. Timmy T says, after that, it's been too Disneyified for me. Yeah, I agree. Timmy says, yeah, he's kind of a dick. You're talking about Edward Norton, I think. But then you say, I just mean that era, aka 2006, 2007 is when I stopped liking them. Okay. Timmy T says, the movies have all been more even in quality, but no good one or bad one. Oh, you don't think the superhero movies are terrible. You're just like, they're average, they exist. I thought a lot of them were freaking incredible. I feel really bad, to be honest, for anybody who was not old enough to go to the movie theater to see Avengers Endgame, because it was, to me, the most incredible experience I've ever had in a movie theater. First of all, I thought the movie was extremely good. I actually really liked what they did with it. I thought it was great. But second of all, the audience watching Endgame was off the charts. It was crazy. People were going nuts. And I don't mean they were going nuts like in bad ways, like, people were talking amongst themselves and you had to ask them to be quiet so you could watch the movie. But I mean, like, the scenes that were scary, people were scared. The scenes that would shock you, people were gasping. The scenes that were incredible, people applauded. And like, it was just like, it was awesome just to, like, the audience energy was incredible. I loved it. I thought it was I thought it was great. Let's report into Oberland. Timmy T says, yeah, I think they're not good, but they are average. Okay, there we go. There we go. We have wildly different tastes. Although, maybe I agree with you now, because I really don't watch superhero movies anymore. I'm just not into it anymore.
You're back. Any luck clearing out that trouble spot?
I cleared that place out for you. Should be safe for your friends to move in now.
Nice to have some good news around here for a change.
Woohoo! Closing out quests. Thank you so much. Okay. This is great. Gang, here's what I think I want to do. I think I want to try to raid someone. And then, if you guys don't mind, I think I might want to stream again later tonight. I'm having way too damn much fun. I'm starving and I'm jealous of all the food you guys have been eating while you're watching me. I'm really jealous and I need to get food. But I think I'm going to come back later tonight and just keep streaming because I'm having way too much fun. Let me see here. Let me get my gun out. Let's make sure it's loaded, maxed up. 80 is the max. Let's save the game. Let's freeze the game. Let me just see if there is somebody awesome for us to raid. Oh, wait a second, you guys. We could raid Naughty Kitty or Granny Vance. We could raid Granny Vance.
User Burglar says,
let's do
no
Granny Vance.
Taco Bell for you.
What? You guys, I have to tell you this. This is a little baby story. When we moved up here to Washington, we started exploring around trying to find good restaurants and stuff, places we could eat. What's local, that kind of thing, right? There are a couple of Mexican restaurants where we are that are at war with each other. They've gone 24 hours. They're lowering their prices to try to beat each other. And it's great. You get huge piles of food. It's cheap. It's good. Oh, I'm having such a good time with these places. So yeah, I've been having a great time. And the food has been awesome. I might do that. We'll see. Oh, excellent. Granny Vats has only been streaming for an hour and a half. Okay, this is going to be awesome. Timmy says, yes, let's raid Granny. everybody, if you are on Twitch, we're going to do a raid to Granny Vats. You'll get 250 channel points. For me, you'll get 250 channel points with me if you hang out for this raid and you help me raid Granny Vats. So let's go to Granny Vats. Let's be really nice to her, and we'll hang out with her. It'll be great. And then maybe I'll be back in like 2 hours, like, I don't know, 10 p.m., 11 p.m. California time. Oh, I'm not in California anymore. I shouldn't say California time. West Coast time, Pacific time. We might try it again. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a great time, and I hope you'll check back with me like in 3 hours and just see if I'm going at it again. It'd be awesome. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Brybeast says, what's good? Brybeast, we're going. Brybeast, you're on YouTube. You're not going to be able to join us on this. Glowbug says, good night, old man Fallout. Good night. Thank you for hanging out. Olivenko says a whole bunch of stuff. Flamingo says, see ya. Olivenko says, take it easy. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's start this raid. One viewer ready to raid Granny Vats. Oh, 8. Not bad. Okay. Oh, we got up to double digits. That's so great. Thank you guys so much for hanging out for this raid. All right, guys, here we go. Thank you for watching. I will hopefully see you again in 2 or 3 hours.